Hello, oh, wow, that's grim. Alexa, turn on the studio light. Here we are. Yeah, let's go. How is everybody doing? There's not many people at the moment, but that's good. We can just chill for about 15 minutes before we actually have to start. And I think I can. Well, actually, I feel like the camera is not directed the right way. Okay, much better now. I think. Yeah, that feels right. Yeah, you can tell it's been a while since I've streamed. Took me took me long enough to be back. It was a a bit of an unexpected break because first I had, my girlfriend coming over, and so I decided, I will not stream that week. And then I had the game jam last week. Although last week I was supposed to come back on stream to do the stream on this stream actually, but now we're doing it today. So actually, I feel like it's been it's been 2 weeks, I think, at least, since I have streamed last. That is absolutely disgusting, but we are back. We are absolutely back, and we will be more consistent again from now on, bar any events that require me to be out, essentially. But I do not expect anything like that for the foreseeable future. So what can we do while we wait? We can, well, first of all, I can show some bits over here because for those who might not know, I managed to publish another little game thanks to, oh, by the way, there's a nice little bundle here on itch called No Ice in Minnesota. I think it is absolutely amazing, and for $10 you get 1,500 items, 1,500 games, including Baba Is You and some other big hits like Calico and whatnot. So I would recommend that anybody checks them out because obviously we don't want ice in Minnesota. We don't want ice anywhere. Let's be absolutely clear. But yeah, if you have a conflicting opinion with that, well, I mean, the door is there, or here, or up there, depending where you have your little back button. I'm not sharing my screen right now, but yeah, I am not sharing my screen right now. Give me a moment. So I can do this. Oh wait. Oh. Well, I guess that makes sense. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I published this nice little game here. That's really, really cute. I'm not gonna show it on stream. Maybe I'll do it after. But like, it's just a nice little game that I made for the jam last week, and it taught me so many more things. So I feel like I'm getting a lot better at game development in general. Just definitely learning the basics, but learning more than the basics at this point. I feel like I'm learning a whole lot now by just doing all of these small games. I'm learning about inheritance. I'm learning about pretty much a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah. But so what is the I was thinking, actually it might be really, really nice. I don't know if you know about this. No, not 20 challenges, 20 game challenges, 20 games challenge. I don't know if you know about this little challenge over here from this chap. I don't know the name of this chap, but right, okay. Oh, all right. Okay, never mind. I don't know if you know the name of this chap. I think it's built built with Hugo. What's Hugo? What's the framework for building websites? Yeah, well, I guess that makes sense. But this is not the chap that made this one. It's SDG Games who made this 20 games challenge, which is actually quite popular now. I'm surprised it doesn't have more subscribers. But when you look on Reddit, especially in the Godot subreddit, for some reason, it's mentioned quite a lot. Yesterday I posted something on Reddit, and you can see it over here. Posted something on Reddit yesterday, which actually got a little bit of well, not a little bit of traction, but at least some interesting comments, And it was this one about, when did game development / Godot click for you? Because I feel like it's starting to click for me, and that is definitely something really, really cool and interesting. I'm starting to really think like a Godot developer, or a Godot game developer, even if you may. But yeah, I'm starting to really think about all of these little things, and I asked to the community, when was that moment for you? Maybe I could post this one in the general indie game development community, because I feel like it's a cool little post, or at least a cool reflection. It could bring people to sharing their experiences, and then maybe I can invite them on the show as well, and maybe I can get them to talk to all of us, to you guys especially. But oh, am I off center? I am off center, just slightly, I guess, like that. Okay. Let me just move it like that. Yeah, I guess I am a little bit off center. Better now. So yeah, so this is the post that I posted, obviously, and it's very nice. It's got a lot of nice little replies, but there was one that got me super curious, and that's this guy who said, not sure if it was a click moment, but the 20 games challenge allowed me to leave the tutorial hell, which I think is what the challenge is supposed to be in general. So I don't think this is the guy who made it, although, you know, it could very well be, but doesn't look like it. But I think, like, and he mentioned, by no means am I professional, I'm feeling way more comfortable with the engine and coding, which I thought was interesting. And then I didn't know what the 20 games challenge was, and I felt like I heard something like that, but I think it was like a 7 days or a 30-day game dev, something like that. That was like a slightly different challenge, and I don't know, or a 7-day game dev. In any case, you would have to build like a bunch of games in 7 days. But I thought it was the same thing, but it wasn't. It was the 20 games challenge, which to me sounds so intriguing and interesting. And I looked into it, and apparently it's, if you don't know it, I think it would be really interesting for any developer who's trying to, you know, have a little bit of fun or maybe disconnect from reality and from their usual project and whatnot. It's called the 20 games challenge, and the challenge is, very simply, develop 20 games, but you do get a list of 10 recommended games to start. There are more than 10, there's like 2 for each tier, but with each tier you get like recommendations. So like with the tier 1, Absolute Beginner, you get Pong and Flappy Bird. And then you get Breakout and Jetpack Joyride, Space Invaders, Frogger, River Raid, and then all the way to level 10, which is Minecraft Clone or Portal Clone. And I think this entire progression idea is absolutely genius. So I'm thinking, why not try something like this myself? And maybe I will do it on stream. Now, I'm saying it to no one, because I don't think there's anyone in chat at this present moment. But why not try this challenge on stream and try to develop all of these 20 games? And after you get to level 10, then you can go to the full list of games, which is full of games. There's way more than 20 here. There's probably around 30 or something, and I haven't counted them. But the idea is that you finish the 10 levels, and then once you finish those 10 levels, you can make 10 more games from this list, however many you want, whichever ones you want. And the idea is that it gets you thinking about how to create systems and stuff that you actually want to develop, which I feel like is an absolutely incredible thing. So yeah, maybe we will do this little challenge on stream over the course of the weeks, months, and whatnot. Now let's get ready to start KRISTALA, because it's just oh, and there's next fest as well. Dang, I should probably do something about that. I think, wait, it's now until March the 2nd, it said? Until March, yeah, March the 2nd, which is on Monday. So maybe we can stream this weekend. We can try a few demos from the next fest if you guys want to. But in any case, let's go here over on Steam. There's a KRISTALA here. Let's get ready for this lovely game. I have cleaned up my desktop. You might be very proud of me. And what I will do now is I will actually go in here and start the stage. Ignore my endless folders of like servers here, of course. Let's just start the stage. Live commentary, live dev commentary. No, KRISTALA, live dev commentary now. KRISTALA dev commentary live now. Okay, I'll do that. Notify everyone. Although everyone might already be. Okay, we'll do that. I've already pinged some people. But okay, so we are in here. Now the thing is, you might want to not follow me on Discord and here as well. Oh, hi! Hello, my friend! How are you doing? Oh, well, you're gone. um, you might want to not follow me on Discord and here. What I will do, I don't know if you can pin the pin a message. I think you can pin a message, but like I can give a link to the stream. So people can also follow over there if they want. Well, actually, it doesn't make sense. If you're here on Discord, you might as well follow on Discord. But you won't see my camera here because unfortunately I will have to be on Discord on OBS at the same time. So yeah, but in 5 minutes we will be able to begin. So let's see. Giving people about 5 minutes to pop in if they are interested in attending this beautiful event. Which I don't think I can. Oh yeah, I can kind of. Well, I'll start it when it needs to start. I'll start pulling in the devs in a little bit. I'm all ready when you are. Feel free to ping me in 4 minutes. Okay. There's them. Oh, I just showed the chat, but that's fine. I mean, it's nothing major. Maybe I'll move this one over here, just be a little bit more. This wallpaper comes from Nier Automata or Automata. I would say Automata. Comes from that game, and I've heard that Yoko Taro may be cooking right now. He may be. Oh wait, let me just switch to the just chatting here. I heard that Yoko Taro may be cooking right now. And working on a new game. So very much excited about that. He's also working on the Evangelion anime, which I find very, very interesting. You know, we'll see. I do love Evangelion, and he's also called Keiichi Okabe, who's the composer of the Nier series, especially Nier Automata. I don't know if he composed the other Nier series too. I think he did. Nier Replicant. So there's that. But very much looking forward to that. The anime, the next game in the Nier series, especially the next game in the Nier series. There was a very, very interesting game that was super inspired by Nier and Kingdom Hearts and a lot of other games that I love. And it's called AI Code. But I think the developer is kind of, she's a solo dev. She's super talented. I think she's kind of working on a lot of different projects at the same time. So that game is, I'm not sure where it is. It's supposed to have a demo at some point. I don't think it ever came out. Some people are worried it's a little bit too derivative, but I personally don't think that is the case. I think, well, yeah, obviously it is derivative, but it can still be interesting, you know. So there's that. A couple more minutes and then we will be ready to start. I've been thinking a lot about, I mean, I've been getting a lot of videos from, you know, the AI bubble and whatnot. There's Prime. I didn't know this guy, but he's very funny and he's very interesting, is very good too. The Prime Time on YouTube. Very, very, very good person. Oh wait, I think we got ready whenever. Let us know when you're good to go, Ali, and we can join in. Okay, perfect. So they're about to join. They're about to join. Gonna do this beautiful little live. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, but even if you don't, I mean, I'll probably do. No, if you don't, maybe not. But I think you'll enjoy it. I think it's gonna be a whole lot of good fun. What I need to do though is maybe go over here and do like prepare for these other questions too, because I do have some questions. Obviously, I've prepared some questions for the KRISTALA live dev commentary if I can find them. Dev commentary. I've got them somewhere. Oh yeah, there we go. Dev commentary. ASTRAL CLOCKTOWER Studios. KRISTALA. Here we are. and we are pretty much ready to go. I've got some prepared questions. They're not many. They're just a couple of questions that I'm going to ask them as we go. But I will also let the conversation flow very freely. And in about a few minutes, just about, yeah, I think about now, we'll be ready to go. Oh, let's see. They're running away, but good to go now. Total troubles, of course. Oh, that's okay. I don't think she's watching now, but I will say that it's okay. Okay, I will pull them in. Feel free to join the stage, my server, and I'll pull you in. Okay. Well, if I still remember how it works. I feel like I do remember how it works. Where are we? New players. Oh, there's Charlie. Charlie just joined. Ah, yeah. Charlie works with them too. You in the audience. Okay, I can see there's Charlie listening now. Hello, Charlie. Nice to have you here as well. I know I will probably not hear from you, but yeah. So I'll invite you to speak. Hi, hello. Hi there. Hello.
Hi.
How are you
How are
doing?
you?
Oh, good. Oh, good. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it is. I was trying to think when the last time, because we just did the podcast, I think,
Yeah,
last time, right? But
we
yeah,
did the
I was trying to
podcast.
think
Yeah.
how long. Yeah.
Yeah, we did the podcast together, and that was in 2023, I believe. So that's.
Time is going so quickly. I swear, I cannot believe.
I know, right? Yeah, no, I totally agree. So, right, so I'm already live on YouTube. What I'm going to do, you don't have to follow along on YouTube because I did some tests, and I feel like I will be able to share my screen here in Discord at the same time. If not, it might be a case of you muting the live on YouTube and watching there. But it should be okay. Should be okay. So what I'm going to do is actually, we also have Ali there. And there she is. Okay.
Right.
Hello. Hi both. How are you doing, Ali?
I'm doing all right. Ready just in time, luckily.
Yeah, exactly. Total problems, you say, but absolutely no worries. Just in time indeed. So I expect that we'll have more people joining in as we go because usually my audience tends to pop in during the lives, but we'll see a few people. Definitely Panda, definitely Quivscore, and some more. But yeah, so the way I'm going to do this is I've got a couple of Discord windows that I can capture, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set it up so that I can show you on Discord too, and it will get a little fiddly, I am sure, because unfortunately that is how Discord works, but we're gonna make it work. So actually, let me do it this way. And then I will do it that way. Discord one, and then if I select that, so there you are. Perfect. Okay, so you're already showing up. I think we'll blow you up quite a bit, and there's one over there. There's Sarah. Yeah, but how have you been all this time? I mean, I was just telling to Sarah, we spoke for the first time 3 years ago. That's how fast time goes. Yeah, and obviously KRISTALA has changed quite a lot in the meantime because I did obviously put it up before this just to see just how much the game has changed, and yes, it is quite different. So lots and lots of hard work there, I will say.
Yeah, there's well, obviously chat about this, I'm sure, during the stream, but so much more is like changing from even what's on early access. We're very excited about it.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it, you guys are hard at work on that. Okay, I think we are actually ready to go. So you are visible on stream, you are on the side. That should be okay. I don't think I cover any HUD with that. So I think we can already start the game. And actually, since we're in the mood for, you know, thinking about the past and the retrospective and whatnot, like, do you think let's start by maybe talking a little bit about how things have changed over time. You know, how things have changed for the game over time as well. Like, I remember when we first spoke, you were a certain size. I think you were around maybe 30 people or something. I don't know if you've grown since then or how the team has changed. But yeah, feel free to just cut me up, put me up, bring me up to speed, so to speak.
There you go. Yeah, we're like 45 people now, I think. That's
Oh,
how many
wow.
are on.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, one of those things is the thing is with the development, at least I've found, is you I'm sure I actually really admire the small teams that manage to knock out something like, that seems like a bigger team did it, because it's literally so much work and really hard to keep up with. And you constantly are finding new things where you're like, oh no, I don't exactly know how to do that thing. Does
Mhm.
anyone else know how to do that thing? And nobody else knows how to do that thing. And then you have to look for somebody.
Yeah, obviously. Okay. So,
That's pretty much what keeps happening.
yeah, no, that sounds like very, very relevant reality for game development in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've heard many stories like that. But yeah, it's nice that you've managed to grow in size as well. Also, by the way, now you see me on Discord too, because I remembered I can use the virtual camera on OBS while I'm over there. I'm over there, so you can watch me as well. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. Hopefully, it works just fine. I think we'll be all right. Maybe there might be a little bit of lag. Oh, damn it! I have to shift you guys now because of the. Oh no, wait. Maybe I can hide this. Yeah, I can. Yeah, okay. And you stream, okay, just hides it. Okay, it's been hidden. Okay, never mind. I guess I'll just shift you guys slightly. Doing this setup on Discord is a little fiddly, but after trying a few tools, believe me, this is the best we could do. When it comes to streaming, multi-streaming like this, it does happen that things get a little fiddly. Okay, well then, and obviously, I mean, growing this much, growing relatively much in size, I suppose there were some things that you were worried about in 2023 maybe that are not quite as much of an issue now, but there might be some things that now you are worrying about that maybe weren't so relevant back then. Can you think of any examples?
Oh gosh, I feel like it's all been such a blur. I don't remember what we did in 2023.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like just like staying alive as an indie studio that's self-publishing, and that was certainly a concern in 2023, and is still. We are nearing the finish line now, thank God. But I mean, it is really hard if you don't have a publisher or you don't have a sizable investment. It is just very hard, which I don't think that surprises anybody, right, who's listening. But yeah, the struggle is real.
And
yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, and I suppose like growing like over the past few years, and then we'll start the game after this. But like I suppose that the identity of KRISTALA has also changed as you grew as a studio over the years anyway. Because obviously, as I mentioned, it was a very much different game back then, like 3 years ago. I remember a demo that I tried, and it was already, it had the bones, I'd say. There was a lot more parkour, maybe. And, well, maybe not a lot more, but it was a lot more platformy. Whereas now I feel like you were pivoting towards the action element, which works very well. So I suppose there was a lot of iteration, and the iterative process took you here, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like KRISTALA has definitely become like a sum, like altogether a sum of like the people who have worked on it. So like, I remember after 2023, we actually brought in a couple of new game designers that took us in a better direction, I would say.
Okay.
So like the original, it was very much like we had this idea for like a Souls-like with cats, so we got that done, right? That was like our prototype kind of demo. But then from there we were able to build on it. So now it's got more of its own identity. There's actually quite a bit of parkour in the game still, but it's more refined and done better. And like the combat has changed quite a bit. It's not just like a cat with a sword and shield. I think that was what we had in the demo. You can be all sorts of different classes. The combat has gotten a lot more like fast-paced and agile to reflect the feline character. One of the things we really realized when we released that demo was we had a lot of people saying like, hey, this cat isn't like there's not enough emphasis on the fact that it's a cat, which we also agreed on.
Yeah.
Just that it's you know, expensive, so we had to figure out the best way to do those things, and luckily we've managed it. We have an incredible team that's taken KRISTALA to new heights, even from this early access build, which I think is actually really good already. Not to, you know, it's mine, so obviously I'm biased, but
yeah, well,
I think it's basically, I feel like I'm making like I feel like we're making my dream game, and it just keeps getting better. So I'm really excited for when we drop our 1.0, because it's even somehow better than this.
It's already working quite well. I can tell the little tests that I did before this stream, they show me that it's getting to a very, very nice stage. And you're saying that version 1 is going to be even better. So yeah, I mean. And obviously this is a character creator. You can create a character in this game. I will not spend 2 hours in this as I usually do on any RPG, but just to show you very quickly that there's different classes. So warrior, knight, assassin, shaman, battle mage, and spellblade, and they obviously all have their own characteristics, as well as the clan, which gives you spells, different spells depending on your clan. I think I am a Tandara, if that's how you say it, in the Discord server. So I will start with that at least. That is the one personalization I will do on this character, and then I think we can start from there. Stray is fine. Yeah, I think I'll be fine with Stray. So and like there's obviously you mentioned like it changed quite a bit over time and whatnot, and obviously it's getting better and better. Was there like one specific feature maybe, or something that you can think about that made you think, since you mentioned it's basically you're building your dream game, I can't believe we actually built that? Something that made you think that? And this is maybe a question for both, because I suppose, Sarah, you're also very passionate about this game.
That's a good question. Honestly, for me, it was just our combat system. Like as it's been more fleshed out, it just feels so like the movement and the combat feels so seamless that sometimes I'll play a game that's made by a company that had a hell of a lot more money than us, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe we actually did better than this.
Yeah, of course. But I do confirm that now. I don't know. I don't have oversight over the stream on Discord, so I don't know if it's lagging too much. But I can see on OBS that it's just fluid, so it should be all right for people watching.
Yeah,
okay, perfect. So yeah, and honestly, I was very surprised by the animations when I tried the demo. Not the demo. When I tried it like a couple of weeks ago. When I was doing the first few tests, it feels so fluid. I think it's just and this jump, I just love this jump. Honestly, I think it feels very, very, very good. So here's obviously you get a little bit of lore dump just to introduce you to the game right now, and legendary task. Obviously a little bit of setup. What inspired the story of the game, would you say? Because I assume this is in your hands, maybe in your hands of a writer in the team.
Actually, the base storyline, like everything about the core of KRISTALA, Sarah and I made.
Okay.
We also have, you know, of course, an awesome writer who's taken that base and elaborated on it. But like the core storyline of the existence of or the world of Ilor and the clans of cats and the sacred crystals and all that stuff. Sarah and I, we made a prototype of KRISTALA back in 2019. So it was a really basic prototype using like a lot of marketplace assets and stuff. And we sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I thought it was in game, to be honest.
We should have done that. Almost would have made sense. Yeah. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we went to a convention with it just to see how people reacted to it. We thought we'd go and get feedback, right? So we had a surprisingly positive reaction, and actually we got more press coverage. We've been to that convention a bunch of times, and that was the only time we ever got any press from it, which is funny because we brought like a terrible prototype. But so after that, we'd had people ask us at that event a couple of times about the story, and we were like, man, we really haven't thought about that part yet. So then we sat down. Sarah and I sat down over the course of the next, like, I guess, week or two, and we came up with what we wanted the story to be about. And then since then, it's evolved and changed, and we have a much better writer now than myself, you know, who's done an amazing job with it. And yeah, so that's basically where we got the core of the story.
Amazing. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, the story is it doesn't surprise me that this is the story behind the story, so to speak, especially because in a lot of like indie studios, when you know the resources are kind of scarce and whatnot, it does become a little bit not an afterthought, but it just becomes something that you kind of implement later. First, you just try to make sure that all the core mechanics and the game is fun to play, and then sometimes you think of a story. Personally, as a writer, I feel like I do the opposite. So I think of the story first and then try to fit gameplay around it, which doesn't always work well because I could have an interesting story, but then the game is boring as hell to play. So yeah. And I like this little detail that popped up on screen right now. I noticed it last time too. Obviously, you take no damage from falling because you're a cat. So that is beautiful. And also, I will not fall in the water, but in the pure cat fashion, you cannot swim at least in this at this stage. I don't know if then you might unlock a skill or something that allows you to, but
we'll
yeah,
see.
We'll see. Exactly, we'll see.
Yeah, the cat stuff actually is interesting to be like, all right, how much do we lean into that, or that we don't? Like the community, you know, we've heard it all, like, will there be litter boxes, like, can you like start getting claws on stuff? And so we're like, okay, we want this to be like, you know, a serious dark fantasy game. So it's been fun trying to figure out like, where do we draw the line there? Like, we'll add some of that in, but like, yeah, we don't want it to be like too silly, which is funny because it's actually started out as a more like cat pun centric type of cat game.
Yeah.
There was a place you would journey to called Mount Catnip, and there was a boss called Mr. Cheese. It was like a big rat. And, obviously, we've shifted gears.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. And I think, yeah.
He just has a different name now.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the litter box is a good example because I feel like I would expect to find a litter box in more of a cozy game, maybe with that leans into humor a little bit more. So I think it was a really good choice there, a really good design choice. I have to ask because this did jump out when I was trying it last a few weeks ago. Were you planning to have this be a wall run rather than getting over here?
There's a wall run in a different section of the game. So if you keep playing, you keep going back the other way. There you go.
Yeah. I was stalling, obviously.
In the second chapter we released, I think it was in October of 2024. That's where you start doing the wall runs.
Okay. Let me just. Maybe not. I'll put it here. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Well, it makes sense, obviously, being a cat and all. This gate looks quite familiar. I feel like this was in the original demo. It might have been because it feels very familiar. This little sequence here. I don't know if that is.
I don't remember now if our original demo was this level. I think it was. It just was a really less developed version of this area. So that gate, I think, has always been there.
Yeah, okay. Because I remember there was, as you said, there was some parkour, not quite as refined as it's here now, but
yeah.
But yeah, okay, yeah. So the little pop-up tutorials obviously showed up, and there's a few mechanics here. As you can see, attacking and deflecting enemies lowers their balance bar. I didn't notice the balance bar. I don't remember there. Well, obviously, it's been years. I'm not sure if there was. I'm being terrible right now. I can do better than that. I don't remember if there was a balance bar back then 3 years ago. Was the combat system always kind of, well, obviously it's different now, but was it always kind of around the stamina or balance bar for the enemies, or was it? Oh.
No, like originally it was more like sorry, like a regular Dark Souls kind of combat system initially, because we just wanted to get the a base combat system down, and then we would elaborate from there.
Okay.
We'd been working on it for a long time at that point, so we just wanted to see how people felt about it. We put it in a lot.
I think it feels really good, and honestly, I love even the bar animation. They feel so satisfying. Like they're subtle, it's just very simple. But seeing that the little I don't have a bit of word for it. Halo, maybe the trail of the bar, the damage that you do both to the balance and the health, and then just going down. It's something that not many games, especially in smaller size, get quite right the same way. So it's all about how it feels, isn't it? Especially in these early stages when you're just trying to get acquainted with the game, for the most part.
Yeah.
And you said you're working with a very, very talented team, and I do believe that. How in terms of, I know that obviously you're a women-led studio and such. Do you feel like you were able to keep that balance in your studio in terms of talent? Did you have any challenges finding the talent even? Because unfortunately, we know that the game industry suffers from very serious representation problems, and it's not as it might not be as too difficult, but it's definitely not as easy as finding maybe a male developer, so to speak, or at least that might be my assumption. So feel free to correct me there, because I might be saying something really, really stupid. But yeah, do feel free to chip in.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of finding talent, I will say, I'm sure that anyone in the game development field will agree right now. Game development industry is extremely oversaturated. Like, in the last 10 years, there's been a lot of new schools to show up and say, like, hey, you can be a game dev as a career. And a lot of, who doesn't want to be a game dev? It's an awesome job. I mean, I love it. But the thing is I think a lot of people want that. They go to school and they come out, and when you're fresh out of school, it's really hard to find work. Really hard, because you have insane competition. And now, because of the way the industry functions, and a lot of the AAA studios that'll bring on a team and then just offload them all at the end of the game development cycle, they're in competition with people who have years of experience on top.
Yeah, of course.
Anyone who starts in this field should probably take some time to make a game on their own and plan to be in a different job for a while. As much as it sucks, it's the truth. For us to find talent, it's very easy because of that. I'm gonna be,
okay, good.
Be clear about that. It's just especially lately, I would say, but I don't think I ever had trouble finding people. It's always been if I want, especially in the past year or two, if I just make a job ad, I'll have probably 100 applicants in a day.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's how saturated it is, though. The only role I ever have had trouble finding people for some reason is a lead QA person.
Oh, that's interesting.
I got a lot of applicants, but none of them were maybe 2 of them were qualified. So I thought that was. I would advise anyone getting into game dev, if they really want to find an in, go for QA.
Yeah, because there's a clearly shortage. And we got someone in chat, Grace. I think you know her. That's hi, Ali and Sarah. It's in chat on YouTube, obviously. So this is just over there.
Hey.
Yeah, we're
having to say too. You were talking about just being a women-led studio and bringing on diverse developers and talent and that kind of thing. What's cool is, because we are vocal about being a women-led and operated studio, we get a lot of emails or inquiries on socials from female developers or diverse developers who want to join our team or who have interest in it because of that, which I think is really cool. It's definitely, obviously we welcome everybody. If you want to join the team and we have a spot, come reach out. But yeah, it's really nice. I think that your vibe attracts your tribe, kind of a thing.
It's
like that.
it is really great, and that you're able to do that. And I do unfortunately have to agree with what you said, Ali, which is it's super saturated as an industry, And also right now there isn't that much money anymore because a lot of big publishers, at least, are kind of downsizing because of I know that I'm kind of slashing grass here and there, but it's also me thinking at the same time. So forgive me if I'm butchering your game. And I hope I'm not going back. Yes, I probably am going back the wrong way. So yeah. Anyway,
I'm impressed that you can even like speak and like I'm a very much like I need to focus on the game.
It's being challenging, I can tell you that much, but I think I'm managing somehow. But ooh, ah, damn it! I saw the prompter too late. Oh well, actually, I did it. I don't know how, but I managed. Let me see. The following can be made now. Capture the ranger who's master. Okay, doesn't look like there's. Is at the fort. Okay, okay. There might be some hints here that I can follow.
Yeah,
you don't seem hostile.
I don't think it was ever there. I'll be honest with you. Like it's even harder now. Like I felt okay. So we tried for years to find funding. And or a publisher or both, and it was like impossible for us for some reason. I think there were many factors. Like we started trying in 2019, so it's been a long journey of rejection. And we eventually gave up on it.
Oh yeah, I remember that we talked about it.
We did talk about it last time.
We talked about it last time, and we talked about how hard it is for. I think the topic there was how much harder it is even for a women-led studio to find funding, because there are some preconceptions, especially in big straight male-led publishers, that you're a women-led studio. I mean, they will not take you as seriously for some obscure reason, because I absolutely see no reason to do that, but. That is that is the industry as it is now.
Boys want to let us in. No girls allowed. You
yeah.
know? And then even with that, there's also like a couple of organizations that like specialize in giving money to women owned or like minority owned companies, but we couldn't even get them to give us a chance. So
wow.
We got this far on our own backs, basically.
Yeah. I think I'll add some endurance here because I do want to be as light as possible as well. Yeah, so we've got a question in chat, actually. I think it's from your own community. Amon Oni says, hey, I've got a question about in-house navigation. When indoors, is there a way to go into first-person view for those that get motion side due to FOV? Might be a bit of a technical question for your team there.
I mean, I'm sure it's possible. We don't have it implemented, but I could talk to my team about it. I'm writing it down right now.
Okay, great. And this is what I think is making this game and your community work generally. It's just that you have this close of a relationship with the people that you're making the game for. The Discord server is quite crowded, and you've got a lot of people excited about this game. And so I'd say, I mean, yes, you got here. By breaking your back essentially and with your own strength, but I'd say you're doing pretty well. So maybe you didn't need well, obviously it might have been helpful to have the funding in the first place, but maybe you didn't in the first place, especially if then someone was going to maybe influence the vision of the game, which is something that I'm sure neither of you was looking for.
I am glad to have the independence that we do have.
Yeah.
It was expensive. I mean, I paid for it myself, but hopefully KRISTALA pays me back, and it'll be all good.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it will. I mean, you've got a very very engaged community in any case, and we've got some examples here in chat. I see we're having quite a lot of people pop in on YouTube now. We're at about 11 people watching. I think maybe Grace may have posted, or Charlie, or someone may have posted on your Discord. But hello everybody, and if you have a question, feel free to pop it in chat. We will answer it as we go. So yeah, what else did I want to? Yes, okay, yeah, that could be interesting now that we have some more people just watching. So is there a particular moment during development that wait, I might need a little bit more focus here. Okay, is there a particular moment during development that you remember that more people should know about? Maybe something like a late night breakthrough, a joke that made it into the game, something that only the development team would know, and maybe it's a fun fact for other people to know about. be a very, very specific question, and that gives me more time to get rid of this horde here. So yeah.
Because I definitely have to think.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's just the little moments where we're honoring not just team members like pets or even people we know as pets, but also like real life humans. Allie's father has been super. He's no longer with us, but he was super influential at the start of KRISTALA to get us going. And there is a character coming in KRISTALA 1.0 that is based on him, and I just think that's such a cool thing, right? That like we know, but it just makes me really proud to be able to honor. Like same with pets that are no longer with us. Our original main character was based on Allie's cat, Binky. Thanks.
He's also.
Yes, but those are kind of my favorite, like the little like, okay, this character is based on this person, and the reason why behind that too. There's a lot of meaning there for me.
There's a few characters like that too, like Atreus Stone, the guy you talked to at the beginning. He's based on my cat Atreus.
Oh right, okay. Well, yeah, okay, it makes sense. This guy seems a little bit bigger.
And then there's a mouse character you meet later named Gustav, and he's actually based on a little mouse that was rescued by a woman in Australia. She found him as a little pinky baby and raised him by hand, and like she ended up on the dodo or something with him, and I was like, oh, it's so cute. And I reached out to her and I was like, can we make a character based on him? And she was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. But mice don't live very long, and that was 6 years ago. So,
no.
Gustav has been immortalized in KRISTALA.
Exactly, yeah, it made it into the game. That is very important. I'm clearly having trouble with this big guy. Oh.
I was gonna. He's one of the ones that scares me.
Yeah, he is very scary. I've got a friend in chat too. Buonasera. Hello. I'm Italian, obviously, as you might remember. So I've got some Italian friends in chat too. This friend in particular, I showed him the game, and he was very, very interested. It's definitely could see all the hard work and polish that is being put into the game, and all the hard work and love and all the synonyms you could think about while I try to think what I'm doing here. Yeah, so I think I'll get that guy next time. He just caught me unprepared, but this time I'm sure I'll get him. The trust.
I like to, personally, I like to be stealthy when I deal with those guys. Like you can use chops to your advantage, or sneaking in the grass to get around and get a good like kill shot behind him.
Yeah, I don't use the crawling.
That's one of the nice things about being a cat in this world is, you get to be sneaky.
I don't use the crawling and stealth that much. Yeah, no, the stealth. Oh, damn it. Well, he saw me. Well, obviously. I mean, what was I expecting? Okay. Let's see. But I think also in terms of, obviously you spent ages perfecting this first level, but I feel like the hordes are quite balanced. The waves and the people that the big groups of people that you find, rats, that you find, I think they're very well balanced. You can manage them. It's not like a Dark Souls 2 type of moment. Sometimes I would get 100 people coming at me at once, but let me see how sneaky I can be here. Yeah. Not sneaky with that guy in the back, but definitely with this one here. Whoop.
Just started. That was funny.
Okay. Really funny.
Okay. I love these animations, by the way. All the finishers, so to speak. I think they're really well animated. Yeah, maybe speak a little about your animation team or animator if you have one person. I'm sure that they're putting a whole lot of work into this. Anything you want to share specifically about that process?
I mean, how many animators do we have now? We have a lead animator. Peter. He's amazing, and he has a team that he's directing of 3 other animators. And they've been with us for a while, but they've been extremely busy because the one thing that's missing from the early access in particular is cutscenes. So you have a couple of different weapons to use, so there wasn't so they've been very occupied with combat animations, boss and enemy animations, and cutscenes. Like there will actually be lots of cutscenes.
Nice.
In
Okay.
the finished game.
Oh,
And
nice.
some of the ones I've seen are just blowing my mind. They are so cool. It's like lately with the development of KRISTALA, when my team shares what they've been up to, I feel like it's almost surreal. Like I can't believe this is my game.
Yeah, I think that is a very, very nice feeling, and I haven't done big games over the past few years, but I did start doing some games on my own, like with game jams and such, and I do get that feeling, like when you get something from maybe your artist or your musician and whatnot, and you just, oh, this is new. What kind of bug is that? I think it reminds me of the sandworms in Final Fantasy. Vaguely, those are huge, obviously.
Yeah, it's a poison spitting leech.
Nice. Okay, yeah, the very that definitely leans into the cozy angle there. Yeah, I can tell. Oh, interesting statue here. It doesn't look like you can interact with it. I could try and break it. It doesn't break, but I suppose this is environmental narrative. Very nice.
Actually,
very nice. Yeah. Very cool.
It'll make more sense to you later.
Obviously, yeah, nice. I love that. I love that you are leaning into that too, like the fact that all the cues of the Souls-like genre, where the lore is slightly obscure and you get a little bit of story, but the rest you kind of have to work out on your own. I think that is part of the charm in these games, for sure. Can I just say, I mean, as much as I love the Dark Souls series, I wish they had combat this fluid.
Yeah.
I do love them. I love Elden Ring. I love every single Souls game that ever came out. But God, they should polish that a little bit, especially the animations. I feel like they got better over the years. Obviously, if I think of the first Dark Souls, it's completely different.
It's almost hard to play Dark Souls 1 in the original Demon Souls at this point, but they're still fun. I mean, honestly, Bloodborne has always been my favorite one because it had the most fluid and fast-paced combat, and like their parry system was actually like you could do it. Like I've never been very good at parrying in any of the Souls games except for Bloodborne because it was with a gun.
Okay.
I'm not very good with the shield parry, especially like it was easier I found in the first game, Dark Souls 1, but in Dark Souls 2 it was like a little bit harder, and then in 3 I just never parry because I'm just not very good at it.
Okay, I see. I've seen that there is like a perfect guard mechanic here. So if you defend at the right time, if you guard at the right time, you can get I think you deplete their balance a lot faster. I don't see a parry mechanic here. Is there any plan to implement one, or do you think it's just not made for this combat system, which is fair enough?
There kind of is. There's a deflection mechanic.
Okay.
So basically, you deflect the enemy at the right time. You know, you do it more than once, usually, but sometimes you only need to do it once, and then you get to launch a critical attack. So there is technically a parry mechanic. It's just more like Sekiro than Dark Souls.
I can see another question in chat. It's still from Amon Oni. Speaking of inspiration and stealth gameplay, have any of the team played the new Styx game?
I don't know if any of the teams. I haven't.
Me neither.
I sadly have not had much time to game. The only game I've played recently was the demo of Neo 3.
Oh, how did you find that? Because I've heard some controversial opinions on that game.
I mean,
contrasting, not controversial. that's the word.
I love the Neo series. I just don't love their choice for the where they handle the inventory system. It's too much like Diablo, where you're getting constant drop of the same thing over and over again. You have to pick the one that has the best stats. Then you have a million things in your inventory that you have to get rid of. You spend like 20% of your gameplay time or more in the inventory stuff, and I hate that. It's actually the only it's the thing that stops me every time I'm playing Neo. Like I've played all of the games, but I only finished the first one.
Yeah,
I always get sick of I always get sick of going through the inventory.
No, I see what you mean perfectly. I only played the first Neo, and I didn't mind necessarily the loot system, but it is a little bit excessive after a while, because you do keep getting constant upgrades and you're constantly managing your inventory. Which, you know, for some people who are a lot more technical or like the technical aspect. Let me see if I can do some deflections here. Nope, clearly not. He did, though. Now I did.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you get the-
Yeah.
Perfect. Ends up in the water too. Look at that. Where did you come from? So yeah, no, but I see precisely what you mean. Like in Neo is a lot about that. I was speaking to a friend of mine just recently around about the choice of making like an open map, open world game with still, I believe it still has the same loot system. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that choice, because I feel like Neo wasn't made for that. The level-based system it fit very well with the first two games.
Yeah, they probably just saw that Elden Ring did it. People loved it, and now they thought, oh, we should do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
but yeah,
that's,
without stopping to think whether they should. So
Yeah.
That
I
part.
mean, but they're at the point, like, indie, you could tell, like, in Neo 3, I didn't feel like I was, like, seeing many new graphical things. Like, they're just reusing their stuff they've already done. So, at that point, you know, that's why a lot of these companies do sequels, is because they can just reuse content and make more money off of something they've already made. They just, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of new things that they did, like mechanically, but it seemed like graphically it was essentially the same as the second game and the first game. I mean, there's even the same enemies. Like, it's just it just feels like you're playing the first game, but you have a choice of your character, and now it's open world. I know, you know, I only played the demo because I don't have time right now, and also I was shocked at how expensive that game is.
Oh, how much is it? Because I don't.
It's like $90.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, and then if you want the deluxe, it's like 110.
Excuse. It used to be the deluxe was 70 euros, at least in Europe. But good grief.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't buy it, because I was like, I know I'm not gonna finish it. I don't have time. And so I played the demo, and I was like, yeah, this is really fun. And if I did have time, I'd play it. So, you know, maybe when KRISTALA is done and I can breathe a little bit, you know, but while developing, it's been hard to find time to play, and also to find the motivation, because I'm so obsessed with KRISTALA that I feel like I compare every game I play to my game. And then I end up like I drive my daughter crazy about this. I have a 15-year-old daughter. And whenever she's like, you're ruining it. Stop talking about KRISTALA.
You're obviously very excited about it. Got another comment in chat. Some of my friend, I'm trying to translate from Italian in real time. The thing is that the map from Neo 3 is not as beautiful or structured as the one from Elden Ring. From what I've seen, it's very flat. So obviously, not having played the game, it's hard for me to say. But I do trust this person's judgment. He's played all of the Souls games and more. Yeah. So yeah, I do.
That. From what I saw in the demo, that does kind of make sense. I also was saying it felt like they even in the demo in the first area, I was like, I feel like I've seen this place before. This looks exactly like a piece I remember from Neo 2 or 1. I don't remember, but it's like they always have the same areas again, but like kind of reworked. So I was like, oh, here's another cliffside cave level thing. You know,
yeah, no, the cliffside caves, there's plenty of them. Yeah, absolutely.
They always do that. It's in all 3 games.
Well, okay. Well, that's good to know. I think I'll dodge it for a while. Although, you know, I liked the first Neo, but yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna play the demo and see how you feel about it, because I think it was really cool that they did that, kind of like we did. You know, gave access to people who want to check it out first.
Please.
Because, you know, I wasn't going to spend $90 on it, so I was glad I got to check it out and make sure. At least not. I think that's probably why they did it. But they've always done demos. Like when I first played the first game, that's like how I fell in love with that game. Is I played the demo, and then I was dying to play the first one when it came out. Like, I remember I took like a week off of work just so I could play Neo like nonstop. So I get that.
Let me see if I can get up there, because I know that is the way that I'm supposed to go. I've been studying this level while we were speaking. I think I definitely have to get there. Nope. Oh, wait. Okay, I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but it does give me a bit of an edge to get up there, so I will keep trying because I'm stubborn. Okay, well, and speaking of things I'm not supposed to do, in terms of bugs, like, is there something that you remember that the team had to squash, maybe lately, maybe not, but something that made you think, oh wow, that is nasty, like a very nasty bug, that you had to deal with in recent times. Okay, maybe I'll give up. That was a very lucky moment there.
I feel like just PC development in general, like some like AMD users will have an issue, right? That anyone else won't have, and so just trying to pinpoint why is this happening specifically for these people. We've had some funny bugs though. There was one where you would go into like a window and it would send you to a completely other area, like different area of the level. We would call it like the wormhole blooper.
The wormhole blooper.
I love. Well, I love as like, you know, part of our marketing team. I lead our marketing, and I always take funny bugs and share them on social. But I just remember, that specific bug.
Right. Funny. Yeah. No, I mean the wormhole bug. I mean, it sounds like maybe there was some sort of an issue with a loading zone or something like that, a loading trigger, whatever. Okay. Well, yeah. No, but I can imagine developing for PC gamers is easy. Especially, I think you're using Unreal for this, right? Or at least I believe you are. Yeah. The Unreal Engine.
Oh, I think you're muted, Ali.
Oh. Oh, maybe he's been speaking for the last 10 minutes and we haven't heard her yet.
Oh, yeah, no, I forgot that. I didn't want to be, I had to type something. I didn't want to clack in your ears. Anyway, so, what was I talking about? The bug. Oh, I lost. Oh, now I remember. One thing I find a little frustrating is that, because I think it really depends on your hardware. So, like, you know, if you have hardware that really works well for KRISTALA, you encounter almost no bugs. But then we get a lot of, like, reviews where people will say it's really buggy. And it's like, what? That's the most... What do you mean? When I played it last time, I didn't even experience a single bug.
I will say though that people will say it's buggy, and sometimes players don't know what that means. Like they may experience some glitches in movement and such, and like minor glitches, like something like this now. You know, this thing here, where I feel like I don't have full control over my character, kind of stuck. But it's not a major. Like it's just a collision thing. And maybe they're like, oh, so this game is full of bugs. It's a minor little collision thing. It can happen in a 3D game. Game-breaking bugs are others.
I've encountered more bugs playing games that were released on console 5 years ago than I experienced when I'm playing our early access build, because it's been, you know, we've been working on it for so long and so meticulously because we kept getting reviews about bugs. But you know, the thing is, they're kind of unavoidable. I mean, there's always going to be bugs, even if you get it as perfect as possible.
Yeah.
For somebody on their machine, something weird might happen. I mean, you know, some texture might not load in right, which is actually the bug I experienced when I was testing our 1.0. I was so excited because it's the first time I got to like really play through it, and then all the textures loaded in like they were the furthest away LOD. You know, like everything looked like complete crap. I'm glad that was resolved because that sucked.
Yeah, I've got Mr. Brown Dodges, who I think it's Latin for Mr. Brown teaches. When is this game or rules? When is this game coming out? He asks.
Very soon.
I like that.
We'll be announcing the release date. What's very like in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, nice. Love that. Oh, locked from the other side. By the way, I spent an endless amount of time trying to get through that gate, and that was actually where I was coming from. So, well, anyway, now I know that this is the way to go. So, well, anyway. Yeah. So, there's a question that I've been wondering about, because I haven't seen Tiffany active on the server. Is she still with the studio? Is she maybe moved on? How's that? Because I remember there was the whole thing around. Oh my god, this guy is new. Yeah, maybe I should have been sneaky here. Obviously, if it's a touchy subject, feel free not to respond. But maybe it's just fine, you know. Just thought I'd ask.
Well, I think you're muted again.
You're muted again, yeah.
Tiffany decided to step down to focus on being a mom, so hard feelings. We love her; she's great. Nothing bad. It was just.
I'm sure. I was sure it was that was the case. Yeah. Oh. really, really sucking here. Just get through these guys. And, okay, I think that question I can ask when we wrap up, which is actually, might be, yeah, I'd say in about 10 to 20 minutes we might wrap up. I think we've covered a lot of ground here. Well, you definitely, not me, trying to get through these hordes. But this game is definitely something that I will play when it comes out, because it's I love action RPGs despite the abysmal display of my skills here.
I wouldn't say it was abysmal display of your skills. Everybody dies in Souls.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, I just completed the.
Thinking. Suppose you're trying to talk and think and engage at the same time. I don't think I think you've actually done quite well.
Oh, thank you. I will say maybe as my first test for this format, playing a Souls-like wasn't exactly the smartest idea, because my brain is firing off in a million directions right now, including wanting to get into this house, which is locked from the other side. But I'll find a way, maybe from here, or from up there.
Way on the side.
Okay, so maybe from up there. Let me see. Yeah, in chat they say this time you won't be finding a cat ring since you are a cat. So yeah, fair observation there.
I'll be right back. Somebody is knocking on my door. Sorry, one second.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Plus, the cat ring was cool because it was basically to prevent fall damage from higher falls. So you know, you basically get it automatically walked in.
Yeah, you are a living cat ring here, basically.
Oh, hey, would you do me a favor and check your inventory and see if you have a tail charm?
Ah, yeah. Is it
tail charm?
Ah, tail charm. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Increase on the region while dashing and dodging.
Special Chinese New Year event where you get the flaming horse tail charm, and you should actually see it on your cat's tail when you're out of the building.
Yeah.
Finally got that set up, but I'm curious if it's. Yeah, I can see it there. It's on his tail.
Ah, perfect. Okay. Let me see if I can see it better.
That charm gives you more iframes when dodging. So
yeah, about that, I found out earlier that that there's a lock-on system because I pressed the middle. By the way, I'm playing with mouse and keyboard because I forgot to hook up my controller. So maybe that's also a reason why I'm dying.
I'm even more impressed then because I'm abysmal at any Souls game, including my own, with a mouse and keyboard.
But now that you said that, oh no! Well, now that you said that, maybe I should find the dodge mechanic. So I can just, I feel like it would be useful.
I think it's tab.
Tab?
Or space bar.
Oh, ow.
There you go.
Wait. Okay. I've got all the heals still. Okay, because I died earlier, so that's fine. Ah, wait, I can do this. Okay, that helped a little bit, I guess. Not much. Ow. Never mind. I'll try again. Anyway, someone in chat is saying, anyway, how you implemented the platform mechanics is really cool. Even, again, because you're a cat, it's something that he felt like it was missing in this genre. And I do agree very much. Like doing all the parkour, going around and jumping around, just like you feel very nimble, kind of like Hornet. So it does feel very, very good when you're jumping around. I feel it might be feeling a lot better with a controller, but right now, this is my fate. So yeah. Of course, if you don't want to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I would say for sure it would feel better with a controller.
Ah, yeah, okay, good to know. Good to know that I'm putting myself through this voluntarily. But I guess it's fine. Oh, there we go.
Why not?
So what are they saying? Obviously, if you don't consider Sekiro in the genre, but even then, I mean, I feel like Sekiro does platforming pretty well. I feel like here you've got some more flexibility with movement and such. I don't know if you have a grappling hook later, maybe, or if it's something you're considering to implement at some point. But yeah, I don't feel like this game necessarily needs it. I feel like you can go pretty much everywhere. And it might mess up the balance of some levels and the level design and such if you do implement a grappling hook anyway. So
that's why I feel like that's why you get it early on in Sekiro, is because you have to have that part of your level design consideration from the start.
Yeah.
So I don't really we're not gonna have a grappling hook, but there's a lot of cool stuff that you will be able to do and get. Like later too, you get a canine steed. Not in early access, but in the full game, you'll get a giant dog to ride around on the back of it at some point.
You know what? I think I will. Oh, for the love of...
Outside of what you've already seen.
We've got another question in chat. This game is clearly inspired by the Souls-like genre. Was there any particular Souls-like game used as a main reference for it? I suppose it's a bit of everything, isn't it?
From the start, yeah. You know, it's actually funny because a YouTuber played it, or streamer played it recently, and he said KRISTALA felt like it was Elden Ring, Sekiro, Dark Souls, and Bloodborne all in one game.
Oh.
I would say, yeah.
Oh, I found the dodge. It's alt.
Alt. But yeah, so I would, but for me, my favorite of all the Souls-like and Soulsborne games is Bloodborne. So when we started, I initially knew I wanted to make a game that felt more agile, but I would say actually Neo was more the biggest inspiration in terms of like the speed of combat and movement. You know, we definitely
you got a perfect dodge too.
That game is that game has really fun, fast-paced, agile combat, even if you're using a heavy weapon.
That's true.
They do really, really well. So, you know, I would say, if anything, Neo was a really big inspiration, but of course, Sekiro. At some point, we realized that, like, because we were doing this fast-paced stuff and there was parkour, that it made sense to reference that as well. But, you know, the original inspiration was, honestly, the whole reason we ended up making a Souls-like game at all was because I was obsessed with Bloodborne, and I know we're never getting any more Bloodborne. So I wanted to make something that felt just as satisfying to me as Bloodborne. And I actually think KRISTALA is, dare I say it, a little bit more fun to just
well, especially now that a certain big publisher has shut down what was probably going to be a hope for a Bloodborne remake. That's looking very grim. See, I'm getting better now. But I say that and then I get bleeding. Oh, no. Wait. I just opened the Xbox game bar for some reason. Gotta love Microsoft bloat. Oh, no. Okay. Well, I'm gonna die most likely, but...
in your inventory, you have you probably have pickup heals that you can save yourself with.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I'm fine, it seems, but... Oh, look.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. So you say, okay, pick up heals. Are the stigmata consumable?
Click on one of the consumable slots.
Let me see. Oh, we've got plenty of stuff.
So that's for healing poison. When you're hovering over next to
that's
the
useful.
one next to it is actually like a consumable heal. So you use it and it goes away, but kind of like life gems in Dark Souls 2, if you remember that.
Yeah, okay. Except it heals you much better than life gems. Because
I was going to say, except it's better.
Yeah. Life gems, but better. Oh, the photo mode. You have a photo mode in here? You do. You do have a photo mode.
By the way, shout out to our Discord community. You guys are incredible with the photo mode shots. Thank you so much.
Nice. Look at that. Oh, this could be a nice shot. I don't know, actually no, because of all the blades of grass around me. But yeah, photo mode. You know what? This person who left the comment in chat, I think he streamed Expedition 33, and I watched the entire run. I think he spent a good half of his run complaining that there was no photo mode. Just that he loves photo mode so much.
Photo mode.
There wasn't.
Somebody was playing the other day and said Elden Ring didn't even have photo mode, and I was really surprised by that. I realized I've never noticed.
Yeah, I don't use photo mode that much, but I used to use it a lot more in the past, and there's a lot of people who love it. But now Sandfall actually implemented it with the free DLC, so now the photo mode is officially in Expedition 33, but it used to not be there. Interesting choice that if you aggro one enemy and then he starts lounging at you, the others don't notice. Was this an intentional thing to allow you to still manage enemies one at a time?
No.
Okay, fine. That's all right. I can see the value in that.
Yeah, I don't. It's an ongoing discussion internally right now. That's why I said it like that, because you know, some people, we had someone say that our AI was stupid because of that, and then you know, someone else is, you know, then other people say like, actually that's kind of nice because now I can manage to pick off the enemies. But if you look at, like, say, Bloodborne, for example, there's this big area in the beginning in the city of Yharnam, and there's like 1 million enemies around. They're all standing around this like flaming dead carcass thing.
Yeah,
right.
And, very similar. Yeah, I agree.
You can throw a rock at one of them standing in a group, and just one will come at you. And that's kind of how you pick off the whole area. It is kind of typical for the genre to do that.
I agree.
But you know, at the same time, then, but we also get comments about how it's stupid. Like, how come I can backstab this guy and then this guy next to him doesn't notice? So it's like, well, I don't know, because that's kind of how these games tend to work. But I guess, I know we're still deciding if we want to change that or not.
But I feel like it makes sense what you said. Like, it's very common in the genre, and in Dark Souls, I think it's even intentional. I was looking like a very intense breakdown of around an hour of how enemies perceive you in terms of sound. And there's an interesting, I don't know if you've seen one of those, but like there's an interesting bug in the first Dark Souls that they never fixed, and they rather worked around it, where if you step into water, you emit a sound that can be heard from kilometers away. So everybody turns towards you. Except you never get a chance to notice that, because you are never in a situation where you can notice that. But if you step into water and you start walking on water, in water, then you basically you alert everybody around you, and everybody can see you if they are within reach. So say there was, say there were a puddle, for example, that you can step into that is like knee-deep water, though. I don't think it works for like ankle-deep water. But for knee-deep water, if there was a puddle like that in Firelink Shrine, then everybody would come looking for you. Because they would be able to hear you from miles away within Firelink Shrine. And they never fixed it, not sure why. They just designed the levels around it. Or maybe they discovered it and they were like, you know what, I can notice it, fine.
That's so funny. Because I feel like that would be relatively easy to fix.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just, don't know. It's, yeah, I've got no idea. The way sound works in that game is also very interesting. There's basically the player emits sounds, and if the sounds touch the enemy's body, then they perceive you. They find you. They don't have ears per se, which I think is a very interesting way to think about how to design systems like these. But yeah, like that, it made me think of that when you said about the backstab, because I think a backstab would be heard in Dark Souls. If anything, because you emit a sound and people close by, they hear that. But they hear the player sound, not the kill sound. But you know what? It's a design choice. Personally, I like it this way because game is difficult as it is. At least you want it to be a little bit more manageable. And if you can attract enemies one at a time. Imagine if this guy came at me while I was fighting someone else just because he heard a battle. I mean, I would be very pissed.
Yeah, like in a lot of times in stealth games, I've also noticed other games that use stealth that typically you can pick someone off and the others don't notice, because that's kind of how stealth tends to work in games. But yeah, I don't know. I almost wonder what it'd be like if we did make them notice, but or maybe we made it like a manageable thing, or like only the enemy right next to someone notice. But I don't know. I just talk it over with my team.
Well, look at that.
There. Oh, look at it's like the Bloodborne Wolves on the Bridge cheat moment.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I do very much like this because I have a moment of rest, but now I don't know how to get out. Oh, well, from here.
Use your magic and just shoot him in the doorway.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, who cares? Where's he gone? No. Oh, hello.
There you go. Boom. Bye.
Now that's gonna take a while, but we'll be here. In the meantime, I'll read.
Use your strong attack.
Yeah, I could do. Oh well, now I have to wait for it to recharge. But while we're here, I'll read the chat. Very smart. Well, not smart. Ingenuity. How do I translate that? It's a word to mean that they have resourceful. Yeah, very resourceful. These mice. You know, between very elaborate, maybe melee weapons, guns, some weird armor and such. This person is saying that it's very intriguing.
Yeah, the mice are and rats. So like there's this pivotal moment at the start of the existence of these cat beings, where they were evolved by these magical crystals at the same time as all the rodent beings on the earth, because the crystals were looking for a being that they could speak to. The rodents never were able to speak with the crystals, but the cats had cat people born that became known as crystallans, or had the power of KRISTALA, where they could speak to the crystals telepathically. When they realized that no rodent crystallans had been born, they told them, you guys should just like go off and start your own life. Like there's no reason to be here. So they were pissed about it. They thought it was being withheld
Ring of Strength. There we go.
Been mad about it for a really long time. But during that time, they became very technologically advanced, and then that's why they have so much cool stuff.
Really, really
because
cool.
Instead of magic, they focused on science.
Right, yeah. So see, ooh, look at that perfect deflection there. Come on.
The coats are really cool.
Oh, the armors are really cool. I think the character models are absolutely incredible with that. Ow. Yeah, maybe don't look too hard, is it? Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
That was satisfying.
It is very sad. The finishers, I mentioned it, but like they're just amazing. And this stuff is cool too. In fact, you can sneak behind them, and you can actually sneak behind them. It's not like you have to walk somewhat slowly to approach them. And then at some point before you do the backstab, they turn around anyway. So, okay. Oh, there we go. Up there. I think I've cleaned this area. Looks like I did.
Yeah. You also found the key to the gate that you needed.
I did not notice that.
Yeah.
I also found 4 or 5 scrolls.
It was in the room with where the chainsaw guy wouldn't walk in the door. You picked up the key when you first got
Okay. Yeah, obviously I'm not quite looking at the interface while I think about all of this stuff.
There you go. You found the shortcut.
The shortcut, yeah. There we go. Oh, hi. Oh, no. Wait, these fish people are very much, they look a little bit Lovecraftian, I would say. Reminds me of Dagon or whatever. Not Dagon, Dagon's Spawn anyway. I don't know if there's any Lovecraftian influence in this game, but I definitely see it in these fish people. Ah, good, okay.
But I do love Lovecraftian horror. I mean, hence my obsession with Bloodborne.
I think that's me. Wait.
I love the eyes on those fish enemies. They're like so lifeless.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of like real life fish eyes.
They look super weird.
Fish eyes are very. Oh no. Okay, because if I fall into the I could use the expendable heal, but I've been using a lot of them.
And also, you're really close. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna back.
Okay. I am desperate for a crystal right now. If I can find one.
Oh well, if you go in the direction where you just fought that fish guy, and you keep walking that way,
perfect.
You'll find one. That's what I was trying to tell you, but I was like, I don't know if I should tell him.
Well, I would have found out eventually, but
so far that would have sucked.
Let me see. Okay, there's a gate here.
God opens that gate, but the crystal is not in there. Just a heads up.
Okay, never mind. We'll use cave cell key. Okay, great. Ah, there it is. Yeah, there we go.
Sorry,
thank God. Good. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that, because doing all of that stuff, doing all of that road again and all that stuff would have been a little bit difficult. Okay, maybe I'll do a couple of level ups here. Finesse is used to advanced weapons. Increase the attack power of finesse-based weapons. So it's kind of like dexterity, I suppose. Then eminence.
I always forget we still have the old menu in this particular spot.
The old menu, okay.
Yeah,
that's one of the things I'm excited about. Sorry, I didn't pay off, but for 1.0, that's so many things. But yeah, the full menu overhaul, I think, is gonna chef's kiss.
I think I want to increase strength a little bit.
When I played the 1.0 the other day, I was really stoked to see the updates to all the menus. See, like you see how this one's like way different.
I was going to say, yeah, this feels very polished, yeah.
Yeah, that's what that's like the look of the rest of the menu system. So this is still our original one that we made.
I see. Yeah, I can see the style is. Oh wait, I've got the feline tree and what?
Yeah, and you even have a thing.
Great.
There
Okay.
you go.
Step away
You have
from
a
enemies.
thing.
Oh, step away from enemies by jumping while airborne next to them. Oh, I see. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have. Okay, counterattack.
Right
Okay.
before choosing to do it.
All
That
right.
was
Yeah.
fun.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Nice. You even got a skill tree. That's amazing. So.
It'll
Oh
also
yeah.
be like in this version, you can get like 5 total spells and then perks on the spells.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the 1.0, I think I don't remember how many we landed on. It's like 12 or 16. You can get a lot of spells
Nice. Okay.
per clan. And later, like in like new game plus versions, which we may end up having to push in like an update, but you should be able to do like hybrid builds where you can have different magic from multiple clans and do all sorts of crazy stuff.
I feel like I can't. No, I probably can't reach over there. Oh no, I can. There's the wall there. I didn't see it. Okay. Well, I think we are basically ready to wrap up. I know that also Sarah is needs to head off soon, but I guess one last prepared question for you, and then we can keep going until maybe like for another 10 minutes here with the game. If this. So I suppose there might be some people in chat right now that that are maybe new to this game and whatnot. So if this live was the very first thing a new player saw before picking up the game, what's the feeling that you hope they would carry with them into the world of Ilor? Or what's one thing that you wish they remembered? One thing that you want to say to them, maybe.
Gosh.
About the game.
About the game. Oh gosh.
No, it doesn't have to be about the game. It's entirely up to you, basically. It's an open-ended question. So, yeah.
So let me make sure I'm understanding the question.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I would want someone to know who's considering playing the game,
yeah,
and just
yeah.
see the game.
Who's seen the game for the first time? Yeah.
Here's a good one. Okay, so KRISTALA, one of the things that we focused on is I think that people who don't normally play Souls-likes or Souls-like games are often very intimidated just by the term, and will automatically avoid a game they think has Souls-like combat because they're like, nah, I'm not good at those. It's too hard and it's not fun. But we wanted to make sure, especially because of the cat element and how much how cat lovers would probably want to play, that it was accessible to everybody. So we added there's 3 modes you can play the game on. There's the base mode that you're playing right now, and the pet mode is actually it includes a dynamic difficulty system that essentially adjusts the difficulty of the game based on your performance. So if it sees that you're struggling, it'll maybe bring down the health bar on tough enemies, or make it a little bit easier to get through. And then when it sees that you're doing well, it may also adjust back in the other direction. Like now you're back at the normal base difficulty because it seems like you can handle it. It makes the game a lot more welcoming to new players and players new to this kind of genre.
Nice,
and also,
okay.
KRISTALA would technically be a really good way to enjoy this kind of.
Oh, kind of mid-sentence, I guess.
Well, I think for me, we kind of touched on this earlier, but I would say if you're struggling with a specific area or enemy, consider the resources that you have. Can you use verticality? Can you use stealth to approach it in a different way so that you're not just continuing to get the same, unwanted outcome? That's what I would probably tell people.
Right.
Well.
Yeah. I think that is very, very good point, and it's you can see it in some of the most modern. Oh, here, Trello Crystal Memory. I suppose it's like Chris. Oh no. Okay, it's lore. You can see it in some games like Silksong. If you played it, you might have gotten the same feeling because there's kind of like that. But like if you're struggling in an area, then you do have the means to kind of overcome it, maybe by using other elements, or in some case you just go elsewhere, try to find some more resources, and then come back, which you could also do here, I suppose, especially in the later levels chapters. I suppose that becomes a little easier to do, but the idea of using everything that's at your disposal, because it's a pretty varied combat system. It's got spells, it's got special moves, heavy attacks, deflections, parries. You can basically play however you want. very flexible in that sense. So really, really good point there. Okay, we'll get rid of these guys.
Before my cat attacked my other cat, I was gonna say the other side of this is that you know, the players who are veterans we're working right now internally on the feral mode, which is essentially like the extra difficult mode. That'll pick up after your first playthrough, and then that way.
Yeah, it was in the menu. I saw that. Yeah, it wasn't selected.
Yeah, exactly. It's not we didn't have it done for early access, but we put it in there so people would know it would be there. Like, hey, there's also the easier mode, but there's also going to be a harder mode.
Nice.
So it's basically Kristala's the you know, the game for everybody. If you like cats, and if you don't like cats, there's dogs too. So
and other critters.
All sorts of critters.
All sorts of critters. Yeah, exactly. I do have a question around the dynamic difficulty, because one question I always have when that topic comes up, and sometimes, you know, so a lot of games do that behind the scenes without the player ever noticing it. What kind of challenge? I mean, does that make the balancing harder? Because then basically you're gonna have a baseline of what the game is going to be, but then you also have to adjust the odds and enemies for maybe less skilled players or something like that. How is it? How did it work internally to design that mechanic?
I didn't design it myself, or mechanic or program it, so I'm not entirely certain, to be honest with you.
Yeah, maybe conceptually though.
Exactly how they did it. I'd have to. But I imagine it's something like, at least from the beginning, you would start with something like, let's see what, you know, if maybe you tune it down 10% at a time. Like, you know, you see somebody struggling you know, somebody dies 5 times in a row. Maybe you you bring everything down by 10%, and then maybe they die 5 more times, so you bring it down 10%.
Yeah,
more,
okay.
like that.
I suppose
I
that's.
mean, I don't know. I'd have to ask them exactly what they did, but I mean, so I can't fully answer.
No,
your
it's
question.
it's okay, but I think that is the main. I suppose my main guess is my primary guess is probably there is a baseline, which is where most players will be, and then, you know, based on that you adjust down but never up, unless you select the feral difficulty, of course. Catering to both sides of the conflict, I see they say in chat, like dog person and cat person, I think they were referring to. I plan to acquire this game for sure, Mr. Brown Duchess says. Yes, and I hope you do enjoy it, just like I'm enjoying it here, despite my numerous deaths. And someone else...
I have to plug really quickly, sorry. If you do want to play it, there's a free demo on Steam, Epic, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Also, the early access is currently 28% off on Steam. We're doing a Lunar New Year sale. And actually, there's a really cool fire horse tail charm that we implemented in honor of that.
Yeah, which is right here.
And then...
He's wearing it right now.
Look at that. Yeah, there you go. And then anyone who supports us while in early access, we're definitely hooking you up with all future game expansion DLC. So you'll get some perks that, you know, if you wait to buy while in 1.0, you might have to, you know.
Yeah, obviously you won't get as much.
Yes.
Best chance to get on board is now, then, folks.
Yes.
I think while Sarah goes, and just to say bye, we can take maybe a couple more questions from chat. One of them is, are there other weapon archetypes? So I suppose he's asking about heavy versus fast, maybe dual wielding and such. I definitely have, like, for now I have a heavy one. I've a double-handed dual wield, not dual wielding, but double-handed sword. And then I've got sword and shield, so I suppose there's more than that.
Yes, there you have claws available.
Claws?
As well.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, well, they're like additional, so they're like like they enhance your, you know, the claws you already have. But those are your like dual-handed weapon. That's currently in early access. There's additional stuff planned.
And they said, okay, I've wish listed, I will buy as soon as I can. So yeah, that's
yeah, thank you so much.
Lovely. Yes.
Thank you to everyone too that's in chat and that came to hang out. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, well then I say we have covered a lot of ground here. We've asked a lot of questions. It was absolutely lovely to catch up with both of you. And let me just get out of the game so I can say buy more properly. The desktop now. Yep. So let me just go back into a. Well, actually, I will keep the screen like this on stream, because otherwise people will not be able to see you anymore. Oh, well, everything shifted. Let me just do this way now. I'm going to share. I'm going to share this just so you go back in the grid. Okay. Perfect. Didn't have to touch anything. Oh, Ripper Junkie is sending a lot of hearts. Thank you, Ripper Junkie. We really appreciate this the support. Well, what can I say? I think this has been an absolutely lovely stream. Loved having you back. Loved seeing all of the progress that that you've made, and all of the things that you've added to KRISTALA, how it's come together over time, how it's evolved over time. It's really a little gem, and I can tell that you put a lot of love into it.
Thanks. Thanks for having us. It's been fun.
And thanks for playing too. And you'll have to tell us what you think when 1.0 drops, because
absolutely
everything you just played, there's improvements on top of.
We'll do. Well, actually, my people do love action RPGs, so it might be a series that I bring on the channel. I'll just play a little bit of KRISTALA here and there, and I'll just tell you what I think when 1.0 drops for sure. Obviously with a controller next time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be much more fun that way. No, it's not that you can't play with a mouse and keyboard. Some people choose to on purpose, but I personally,
I can't. Let's say I managed, but I would prefer to have a controller most likely. So, yeah. Right. Well, then I will let you be. You surely have a lot of stuff to do, and the weekend is almost here as well. So, well, not really. It's Wednesday. What am I talking about? I thought it was Thursday.
Close enough.
That's enough. That's enough. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. You can tell I can't wait. But anyway, have a lovely rest of the day. Have a lovely rest of the week. Good luck with the release and the announcement of the release date too. And yeah, hopefully we'll reconnect at some point. Maybe in 3 years again. Who knows? Maybe with your next game or something like that. We'll see. But yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good. Okay. Or sooner. Hit
or
us
sooner. Why not? Why not? Yeah, it was an absolute pleasure. Thank you both, and have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much.
You too.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, chat. Appreciate y'all.
Okay, friends, we are now. I can stop. I can move to this layout, maybe, or maybe I will just hide these two, and that's fine. Hello friends, what did you think of that? That was a really nice little stream. Let me just the stream is not over, by the way. I'm going to do more stuff now. I'm going to vote rank some games from the Bracky's Game Jam. I'll probably change the title of the stream now. But what did you think? Did you like the format? Did you think it was interesting and exciting, inspiring, and whatnot? I had a lot of fun. They were perfect guests, obviously, but I already knew that because I had invited them before. And I sure it must be interesting for them to see me play their game and try to be good at the game and maybe doing a lot of stupid stuff while I try to think at the same time and ask questions. But I liked it. I think we can do more of this with more development studios, obviously, or more developers. We try their game live and they speak at the same time. It could be a nice little thing, and it's probably better than doing a random stream with myself playing a game that is maybe made by one of my guests, but without the context of one of my guests, which makes all the difference. So I think that would make things a little bit more exciting. So maybe I'll do these a lot more. Okay, no worries. Do enjoy and have your dinner, sir. And if you're not streaming tonight, but if you're streaming tomorrow, I will at some point pop by and say hi. But yeah. So yeah, I really appreciated everybody that came in chat. If you do want to drop a follow, please do support me. If you want, it makes all the difference. I cover a lot of indie games. I do videos around indie games and such, but if not, obviously it's entirely your choice. But I will do a lot more of this style of content in the future, for sure. So yeah, for those who were here, thank you so much. For those who decide to stay, the stream is not over, and we will do something else now. By the way, do you like my my little little change here. This little transition screen that I made. I think I think it's very cool. Okay, it's pretty cool. I made it on. I made it a few weeks ago, and I think it gives a little bit more identity to the channel for sure. So what are we gonna do now? We are going to move into, well, we could do a couple of things actually. I would love to try out this game, The Farmer Was Replaced, because it seems very interesting, and also it's got a little bit of coding there and such. I think it would be an interesting one to try. But I also wanted to dedicate a stream to this, so not do it like at the end of a stream or for the next hour and a half or so. I could, to be fair. I also don't think it's worth it going into Hollow Knight. So I think what we could do maybe is let's see. So if I go on to itch.io. By the way, I published a very small game recently. Oh look, we got some more reviews. And okay, got followed by people. All right, I'll check later. I published a small game, and I did it as part of the Brackies Game Jam 2026.1, and I do want to rate some of these games. But what do you think, guys? So shall we play The Farmer Was Replaced, or shall we rate some random games here from the Brackies Game Jam? This one we can still do maybe on Saturday, but I'll leave the choice to you. I'll take 1 or 2 votes before I decide. So do feel free to tell me what you're thinking. And if you're not thinking anything, then I will probably just do The Farmer Was Replaced and maybe dedicate a whole stream to this on Saturday. But I will wait for your opinion. In general, KRISTALA. KRISTALA is, while you think about that and while you say stuff in chat, KRISTALA, no, not this. This is The Farmer Was Replaced. KRISTALA is here on Steam, available in early access. You can wishlist it, you can buy it, you can buy the early access now, you can do whatever you want, essentially. There's I do recommend that you do get the at least the wish, but I do recommend that you get at least the early access version because of all the little bonuses that the team mentioned. And as they said, it's available at a discounted price in early access. It will cost more when it's actually out in version 1.0. So yeah. Okay, I don't see any opinions in chat, so you know what? Let's try this game. I'm very curious about this game. We'll do like about an hour of this, and then we will call it a day. So let's go in here. Well, maybe not that. Okay, gaming, no layout. I think we can do this. I kind of like the layout, though. I think I like the layout. It's a little bit bland, though. Let's just do this. Okay, so this game is called The Farmer Was Replaced. And wait, because you'll probably see me suck quite a bit with programming here. But essentially, it's a very cool game. Oh my god, I'm not ready for that. Okay, I'm definitely not ready for that. So, this game is essentially a game of automations. You have to code actual behaviors for these drones to look after your farm. That is the only thing I know about this game. So, from here, we will find out what this game is all about. So, getting started. This window contains information about everything in the game. You can move windows around by dragging and dropping the gray part of the window. So, over here. Is this also a gray part? Yeah. So actually, you can drag and drop the entire gray part of the window. That's I was ready to prove them wrong. I got cock blocked there. To get started with programming, go to the first program page by clicking it. Be sure to check out the buttons in the top right corner of the screen. Hover over them to see a tooltip explaining what they do. Create a new code file. Open the unlock. Oh my god, I did not want to work. I wanted to play a game. All right, well then, I guess we'll do. First program. Text editor. All programming is done in code windows. Each code window corresponds to a text file containing code. Great. You're renaming the file by clicking on its name at the top of the window. I suppose that is going to be very, very useful later on. Code can be edited like in any text editor as long as it's not running. Execute the program directly, pressing the play green button. Okay, code files. You'll notice. Okay. Currently, there are 2 drone commands. Okay, wait. You'll notice that once you start typing, a simple code completion window will pop up. Press tab to insert the code completion. The arrow keys to navigate. Don't worry if this is your first time programming. It's not. The language is unlocked step by step, so you won't be overwhelmed by all the things you can do. The syntax is also similar to that of Python, which is one of the most widely used programming languages in the world, so learning is not completely wasted. It's also one of the easiest programming languages in the world in terms of syntax, because it has fewer like little decorations. I forget the technical term for it. I don't think it's the decorations. It's something similar though. But it's got less symbols, fewer symbols. It's got fewer like semicolons and whatnot, open brackets and such. So yeah, if you already know Python, it's not a problem either. You'll just be able to skip the early game quickly to get to the more interesting stuff. Currently, there are 2 drone commands available: harvest and do a flip. These are function calls. Think of a function. I know what a function is. Think of your code sequence of statements. Okay, I know that. Unlocks collating grass will give you hay. Hay can be used to unlock loops in the unlock menu. Open the unlock menu with the button in top right corner. Unlock tree. Oh, holy shit. Okay. All right. Right. Very interesting. So we can unlock while loops. Unlocks a simple while loop. While true, harvest. Unlock cost 5. Oh, okay. Well, let's find out what that is. So, if we do harvest. Yeah, harvest. And I suppose I have to do that. Yep. I thought. Great. Executes 1 step. Okay. Okay, we're harvesting. We're harvesting hay. We got hay over there in the top left corner. Resize this one a little bit. And this can be our code window. We can put it here. So we're harvesting, but obviously right now it's very repetitive. So what do we want to do? We probably want to automate this a little bit. In the meantime, let me change the title of the stream. So we're back. The farmer. Can I replace a farmer with, wait, what do I call this stream? Let's see. What is this farming game, this farming automation game? There we go. And then we do the farmer was replaced. We update that one over there. We update that one over there. Plus the farmer was replaced. So there we go. Maybe we'll vote some Bracky's games in an hour or so. But for now, let's do this. So harvest. We did it a bunch of times. So I guess we can unlock a... Oh, no. Delete. I guess we can unlock the while loop. There we go. You've unlocked the while loop. And the values true and false. Oh, nice. We've unlocked the booleans. God damn it. The while loop keeps executing the loop body as long as this condition is true. So while condition, loop body. Don't worry about creating infinite loops. The delays in the execution will prevent the program from freezing. Ah, that's good. Okay. So again, perhaps you already tried to put several harvest calls in a row. No, I haven't. That might have been a little bit harder than what I did. Yeah, I don't think I need to know about this. So I can close that. I can reduce that. Like just, oof, yeah, ooh. Do you know this game, Quipscore? Because it's very interesting. So while true. Obviously, we want to do that. Well, true. Harvest. Oh, there must be a colon. Oh yeah, well, of course it must be. Here we go. We got an infinite resource. A little slow at the moment. So in terms of unlocks, what can we do? 20 to unlock speed, so increase the speed of both the drone and code execution. Increase the yield of grass, but we need 300 for that. And then hats for your drone. Okay, I guess. Well, we can increase the speed. That would help. Speed upgrade. The execution speed has been doubled. The problem is that the drone now harvests faster than the grass can grow, resulting in no harvest at all. Deal with this if branches in the can harvest function are now unlocked. Oh. So far we only had true and false as conditions, which is of course not very useful with if. Okay, I think I can work this out for now, at least in the basics, you know. So we're trying to harvest, but the thing is, okay. Okay, while true, we will do if can harvest, then harvest. Oh, Try to check the function can harvest is true. This is a function of it's a. Oh, okay. So it's not like GD script. Oh no, wait. Is this? Oh, this is a function. Okay, sorry. So this one should return true or false, right? Yep. There we go. Nice. Optimized. Love it. Look at that. Okay, these early game puzzles we're going to fly through them, but I wouldn't be so cocky. I think it will get if can harvest. Oh yeah, okay. Can harvest is called as a thing. Yeah, of course. That's what I thought. So it can return true or false. Good. What do we unlock now? Wood. Plant. Unlocks planting. Oh. Plant. Grass is nice because it grows automatically. All other plants have to be planted with a plant function. The only plant you can plant right now is a bush. You can pass the type of plant you want to plant to the function like this. Oh, entities.bush. Okay, so there's inheritance here too. Well, no. Entities. Oh, no. I think it's an array. No, it's not an array. It's probably a class. This will plant a bush under the drone. Can I click on that? Maybe not. Call clear to reset the farm tool grass and reset the drone position. This will plant a bush under the drone. Means that if you grow more than one type of plant on the farm at the same time, you can sometimes get a higher yield. You need to research polyculture to learn more. Okay. So, if that is the case, let's plant a bush under the drone. Like, we don't have more than one block. Can we expand? Oh, yeah, we can. Expand with 30. Expand 1. Great. Your farm has grown. The space is not much use if you can move the drone, so there's a new function move. Oh my god, that moves the drone move. That moves the drone. Move requires that you specify the direction in which you want the drone to move. There are 4 new constants for this. North, east, south, and west. For example, move north will move the drone 1 square to the north. If you move over the edge of the farm, the drone will be moved to the other side of the farm. The following example code will keep moving the drone north and warp and wrap back to the start when it reaches the edge of the farm. Oh, so it wraps. Okay, so it kind of adds to the... Okay. Then, while true... Can I comment out code? Probably can, but what's that in Python? Oh, okay. There we go. While true, move north. Okay, so it goes back. I feel like I can... Aha, okay. Okay. Okay, well, move north, but if y is bigger than or equal to 2, then we move south. I mean, it's not the perfect implementation, but well, let's see how that goes, but oh. Yeah, I have to close that. Unlocks must be unlocked before this can be used. Okay, never mind then. Never mind. I'm jumping ahead. Apologies. Okay. But that means total grow time grown 100%. I feel like I can use all of these variables here, all of these values. I can use them for sure. So we'll do this. While true, move north, and then if can harvest. Hiyo, hello traveler peepo. How you doing? Oh, nice for the follow. I appreciate that. So while true, move north. If can harvest. Okay. So harvest. There we go. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Which, I mean, it does the check before harvesting, but it goes so fast that it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, you have follower only chat. I do? That is not supposed to be the case. Give me a moment. It's just I don't know. When did I change that? Oh, well, let me just change that back.
Do some color mixing.
Yeah, I did. Shut up. Creator dashboard. I think it's here. Stream manager. And Yeah, follower only chat. Okay, so edit stream info, no. Is live unstable? Keyframe interval too high. Ah, well. Shield mode, no. Ricodum, thank you for the emote. Yeah, I've feeling very, very dumb right now. Let's see, because I mostly stream on YouTube, so this might have been why, because I didn't realize that was the case. Let me just fix that really quickly. So, if I remember right, it's in moderation settings. Chatter permissions, okay. Some chatters. Automatic message filtering. Custom. Follower email verification, no. Harmful chatter detection. Followers only mode. Oh, let me see. Some chatters must have a first time chatters in my channels or chatters without. Verification. No, it's not that. Let me just Google it very quickly. Twitch disable followers only chat. You click the cogwheel settings at the bottom of the chat box. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go on my live. Thank you for flagging that, by the way. I know I must look very dumb right now. So here's the chat. Cogwheel. Version actions. Always only chat. Ah. Okay. Alright. Yeah, okay, I see now. Yeah, that's bad. That might explain why nobody ever writes in Twitch chat. There's basically no way to test this. Yeah, but besides someone telling me. I think maybe was it possibly enabled by default? I don't know, because nobody ever told me that it was the case. But really, thank you so much for flagging. I might have never noticed without you here. So yeah, okay, I will now close that, and we are back to here. Okay. Right, so where are we? So, well, true, move north. We can harvest our. Oh, in the meantime, we're 500 more hay, so we can increase the speed. Oh no, we need wood for that. Plant entities unlocks planting grass. Oh, we've done that. Tools to help with debugging programs. Oh, I'm gonna need that very soon. Yeah, I think we need to plant. You know what? I'll unlock the hats. You've unlocked a few new hat colors for your drone. Equip them like this. Change hat, do a flip. Change hat, do a flip. Change hat. Okay, that's cute. A bush give wood, by the way. Yep. I did think that would be the case. Increases the yield of grass. Great, that's going to be useful. So, now we're going to try and plant the bush. So, you've played this game already. That's cool. I suppose it gets even more complicated overall as you go. I do know a little bit of programming, so that's what drew me to this. But it's, yeah, it is very, very cool. So, well, true. We want to move north. Well, first, I think what I want to do is... I don't know if I can... No, that's not the case. A bush give wood. That sounded so caveman, caveman-like. It's okay. I got you. So while true, this one keeps going. So this is our main loop, so to speak. But then we kind of want to plant something, but I only want to plant it once. So let me see. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna do. Let's clear the. Yeah, let's clear the farm. Let's see if I got it right. So let's do a clear. Ah, okay. So it clears the entire farm. Okay, but there's obviously wheat there, grass. But if I do plant. Entities bush. Okay, plant a bush. Right, which we've done. So we don't want to do that anymore. If I'm curious if does this apply to? I don't know if this is a check. Oh, you can iterate with a pet the piggy. Okay. Clear, move, true, false, harvest, wild, name, change hat, continue. You continue with the next loop iteration. If there are nested loops, this will always affect the innermost loop. Okay, do a flip. Let's try that. Let's try to do a flip because I'm curious. Suppose this is a function too. Ah yeah, look at that. We did a flip. Oh, that's nice. We got a nice hat now. So we need to, well, move north. And, well, first of all, if can harvest, then harvest. And then at that point, there we go. Oh, so you only plant once. Okay. Let's see. Plant entities dot bush. I wonder when I will unlock variables. I mean, if it's Python, that's going to be like bush equals entities dot bush, right? Can that happen? Can I do that just so I avoid typing all the time? Oh, variables must be unlocked before this can be used. But I was on the right track there. Okay, I'm clearly jumping ahead here. Entities dot bush. Look in the skill tree. Yeah. Good point. So let me see if I operators. Oh, I definitely need the operators, but I need more wood for that. That's what she said. And then variables. There we go. Okay, over here. So I need 35. Is this carrots? Yeah, 35 carrots. I need to work quite a bit before I can get there, but especially with wood, I need a lot of wood. So let's see. Well, let's see what happens. So we plant, harvest. Well, we're mostly harvesting that. But that is the thing. Like, I'm planting in a loop. I'm not checking if the current tile has grass or not. I would like to be able to not just plant the 3 bushes and then harvest them, but like harvest. Oh, okay. I've got an idea. First action we do after moving north is always harvest. Then we moved. Oh, sorry. Then we. So we move north, we harvest, and then we plant. North, harvest, plant. Let's see. No, that didn't quite work. Yeah, because it. So wait a minute. So it just moves and harvests. Why did it harvest? Oh, because it's planting. Oh yeah, well of course. Okay. So what if we do this? What if we do a double check? So we move north. We do another check. So we try to harvest again. It's not the most efficient, but senses are more important to be honest. Yeah, okay. Okay. So let's see what that yields. Yeah, this is supposed to be lowercase. Bum. Okay. I don't know if that helps a lot. Because at some point you always harvest. Maybe if I move the harvest here, the planting here, but I don't know if that. Oh, I think I did it. Okay. Kinda, I guess. Nice. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. So what is causing this? We go forward by 1. We're trying to plant, but it's not possible. If we can harvest, we harvest. We go back. Right. Okay, so we have to do another cycle of moving north. So we have to move north twice. This should do. Okay. It's not super clean, but we are kind of getting there. Okay, and this way we're able to at least harvest the grass too. Not the best, I guess, but I'm sure we'll get some checks for the current tile at some point. When harvested gives grounds give land entities bush. These grass. We will be able to check for what's in the current tile at some point. Oh, we got plenty of wood now, by the way, so let's start using it. So, expands the farm. This also clears the farm. Okay, fair enough. I don't know if I'm ready for that, though. Oh, nice. Arithmetic comparison logic operators. Oh my god, this is a godsend. Oh, modulo. Oh no, modulo. Modulo is such a smart operator, but I don't know how to use it properly. I know what it does. I know how to use it, but I always forget to use it. It can be used in so many smart ways. Comparisons, all of that I know. And then we also get this, but we need carrots for that. A lot of carrots. Before you plant carrots with plant, you have to till the soil. This will change the ground to ground soil. To till the soil, we call till. Calling till again will change it back to grounds grassland. Planting carrots costs wood and hay. These items will be automatically removed when calling plant. Okay. There's a power operator since when? Power operator? Where did you see that? Power. Modulo, comparison, logic. Power. Arithmetic, comparison, logic operators, plus and minus, reserve addition. Does the same thing as explored. Under modulo. Oh! What? Oh! Interesting. Okay. But that could be useful, I guess, at some point. Wow, if I have to start doing square roots and such, it's gonna get pretty interesting. I'm not the best at math. But okay, we're getting there. So we have carrots now. We can now plant them. And I think it's a good time to also expand the farm now. So let's do it. Oh, wow, that's a square one. Farm is expanded again. Now the tiles are no longer in a nice row, so we need to find a way to traverse a square grid. With a while loop, this is not possible until you unlock senses and operators. Okay, it's time to introduce the for loop. You can read all about the for loop on the for loop page, but for now you will only need it to repeat a code for a fixed number of times. For I in range 5, do a flip. Ah, yeah, okay. Range n creates a range of numbers from 0 to n-1, which is n elements in it. Okay, yeah, of course. It's index 0. This example, do a flip, will be called 5 times. The function get world size is also available now. Ooh, it returns the site length of your farm. But you can write code that won't break with the next expand upgrade. Ah, for iron range, get world size. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Harvest and move north. For example, harvest 1 column of the farm for any farm size. You're stuck trying to figure out? Nah, we can work it out. We can work it out. We are pro programmers here. We can do this. So, for iron range, get world size, harvest, and then move north. That is actually a good suggestion, so let's try and do that. For I in range, get world size, then if can harvest, and then we move north. Correct. So let's see. Uh-huh. Do I have to do I plus 1? I plus plus? Oh, I plus equals 1? I don't think so, though. I'll be able to do it on its own. Ah. I equals... Oh, no, I don't... Okay. Wait, let me check the example again. Some of it's 1 column of the farm for any farm size. No, we have while true at the start. Ah, yeah, okay. Fair. Thank you. Back on the indentation. Oh, god damn it. Ah, thank you. There's undo as well. Ah, no, I can do alt tab. I can do shift tab because it opens the Steam overlay. Ah, well, we'll do it this way. Uh-huh. didn't say that it gets the side length. In settings, you can change it. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, does it only appear? Does it only apply to this game? Well, we'll have to find out. Well, I can still invoke it. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I won't be able to anymore. No, I can. That's team settings, but okay. Oh, okay. There's settings in game. Well, that's clever. Options. Controls, maybe. Indent selection and unindent selection. That's shift tab. Yeah, I can change that. I don't know. Alt tab is just as equally bad. Damn it, I usually do shift tab. Control tab. Control tab is fine. I'm gonna make it work. For iron range, get world size. Get the current size of the farm. Returns the side length of the grid in the north to south. Oh, in the north to south direction. Okay. For iron range, can harvest move north. Then, oh, I've got an idea. So if I do while true, then I do this here, and then I can do move east. So does it for a column, and it moves. There we go. Well, it's not the, I guess not the best, but it kind of works. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You clearly. Oh, god damn it. Did I not save the settings? Have I been that stupid? Controls. Control tab. No, I did. Just it's not working though. Okay. All right. Well, never mind. Yeah, fair enough. You clearly are a pro programmer, my friend. Do you do any game dev? Do you do like software development? Or is it just like a hobby? Or maybe you're just very good at this game, you know, it could be that too. Nah, okay. Fair. I think if we take advantage of this, which only moves east when it's like at in the center, maybe we can do something here and do like plant carrot, plant entities dot carrot, and this way. You could trigger a warning. Click the icon. Cannot plant entities on grounds. Oh yeah. Oh right. I need to soil it first. Soil. Till. Tills the ground under the drone into ground soil. If it's already soil, it will change the ground back to grounds grassland. Oh, okay. Got an idea. If grounds dot grassland. I would think that works. Till. And then we plant a beautiful carrot. Entities carrots. There's some stuff in JavaScript web design, but also use a mod for Minecraft and make farming bots in Python. Nice. Farming bots in Python on Minecraft? Ah, that sounds really cool. I haven't played Minecraft in a while, but yeah, it's a big staple of mine. Ground is a type of ground, not a boolean. Using it as a condition. Ah, okay. Oh, get ground type. Okay, perfect. I hope that's what I was looking for. Get ground type equals grounds grasslands. Unlock census. God damn. What? Unlock before this can be used. Yeah, well, obviously, so I can't use it quite yet. Okay, well, the game likes to block me here. How do I unlock the census? There we go. The drone can see what's under it and where it is. Ah, great, I can already do it. Had some fun on Skyblock servers. Nice. Yeah, cool stuff. I've always found in Minecraft specifically, I've always found redstone fascinating. Like I know that you can do some really cool stuff there. I remember this super viral video that showed someone making a calculator in Minecraft. Like that was insane. And I think someone made a computer in Terraria. It's yeah. Function get position X and get position Y. Return the current X and Y position of the drone. At the start position, they are both 0. The X position increases by 1 every tile towards east, and the Y, well, okay. Items returns how many of an item you have. For example, num items of hay returns how much. Oh, great. Get entity type and get ground type. Beautiful. Okay. Do a flip if you are over a bush. If get entity type equals, okay, well, the non keyword is also unlocked now. None is a value that represents that there is no value. For example, a function has no return statement. Okay, well, I know all of that, of course. I only know how to make 7-segment displays in addition to anything else. But still, you made a farming bot, I guess. I'm sure like there's room for having a shit ton of fun on Minecraft with like automations and such, and just collecting things automatically. Never quite got to that, but like I if I had more time and the willpower to go back into Minecraft, I would probably do that. We'll find out how many of a particular unlock you have. This is the num unlock. Okay, unlock speed, which is number of speed upgrades. Huh. Okay, well, I guess I can do like a little print statement there somewhere, but this is our main. So now that I have senses, I have an idea to refactor this whole thing. So while true, we want to make sure if get entity type equals entities.grass, then if can harvest, then we harvest. And then we plant entities.bush. Ah, yes. Now things out. Damn it. Now things will start to come together. You know what? I'm gonna change the thing again here. Control tab. I don't know. I'll do left arrow. Is there a left arrow anywhere? No. Great. So. Well, obviously there is. I'm such an idiot. Not left arrow. End? Yeah, maybe end. Uh-huh. No, it doesn't. Oh, well, because it's basically treating them as text things. I can't use that. Maybe an F key. I mean in redstone, but okay. Oh, okay. And then selection. This key, the quote key. Maybe. Finally, something that works. Okay. Plant entities in bush. Then, if can harvest, okay, harvest plant entities in bush. Then we have to wrap this into a for loop. So for I in range get world size. Then if get entity type is if we are on, so for each column, if we are on grass and we can harvest the grass, we harvest it and we plant a bush. Then what I want to do is if x equals, this is supposed to be 0. Yeah, if y actually equals 0, because I like symmetrical things. If I equals 0, then we do all of this. No, wait. I'm gonna do. I'll do that later. I just wanted to make sure I could. Oh god, damn it! Every time I'm too used to doing that. Get position. Why? Oh yeah, you're right. Get position would make more sense, but I don't think I want to do it now. What I wanted to do was, you do a column. Once you've done a column. Oh yeah, well that's actually pretty straightforward. If get pos y equals 0, then move east. And you do that pretty much. Okay, we'll focus on the bush for now. Then let's see if this loop works. And then we'll... Oh. What happened? Something happened. Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, of course, I didn't tell it to move north. So, else, move north. Okay. Ah, yes, there we go. Look at that. Okay. So, this is a good first step. Obviously, we're not harvesting grass, bush, but that is the next step. I think maybe we can... I really wouldn't want to... Wait, can we unlock functions? Yes! But we need 40 carrots. We need the variables and then the functions. Because what I'm thinking is I'll do a function to harvest and I'll pass a parameter into it. Which is going to be obviously the thing to harvest. And then we can refactor this a little bit. But for now, I think we have to repeat some code. Although maybe not, but that's how I'm gonna try it right now. If get entity type is bush, harvest, and then at that point, we till the soil. So, till, and then we plant entities.carrot. Huh? How's that? Look at that! Right? I guess we can also just move east at some point. Because I'm not the, I think otherwise it's not breaking out of the loop. Else move north. Oh yeah, I can do a break, but like I don't think I would need to do a break. I should need to do a break. Oh, wait. Well, there you go. That's exactly what I wanted at this point. Okay, now we have to harvest the carrots. And we restart the cycle, essentially. So, if get entity type. No, get entity type equals entities.carrot. Then, if can harvest, then harvest. And I don't know if this is going to... I think this is going to replace it with grass, and then the cycle, the loop begins again. So let's see. Carrot, carrot. Okay, but this doesn't replace the... Okay, so I need to get the ground type now, which is, in this case, it's soil, obviously. We harvest, and then we plant entities.grass. Can we plant grass? I don't remember, like, when it comes to tilling, these 200 ticks to... It even tells you how many ticks it takes to execute. Holy shit. If it's already soil, it will change... Oh, no, okay. If it's already soil, it will change it. We'll till it back to grass, and we start again. Yeah, alright, wait. After all of this, if get ground type is... grounds.soil, then we... No. Then grounds.soil, then we till again. Or oh yeah, I could also clear. I could clear the whole thing. That is actually very smart. Okay, let's do that instead. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, but obviously this won't work because we have no carrots at the moment. So clear like that. Oh wait, like that. Not like that. No, I know where the problem is that the loop is broken because I'm not planting anything. It will clear after just harvesting one. Ah, yeah, no, fair point. That's true. I would have found out the hard way. Okay. Well then, I guess... let me think. Maybe at the start of the loop. But But at the start of the loop, then I don't think I will have enough time to harvest everything. Because if I do that, well, not even at the start of the loop actually, because that's gonna clear it forever. But like if I do here, clear. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 Okay, till carrot. And it's broken. Why is it broken? It goes into an infinite loop. Because this is the carrot entity. I think after we plant the carrot, then we have to move anyway. It's a bit of spaghetti code, but I'm kind of working it out as we go. So let's see. Clear. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, it's skipping one. Because it's going out of the loop there. Okay. Okay. Sooner or later we'll get there. Not retailing though. Okay, well we collected some carrots. There's something broken in this logic, but I'm getting there obviously. So let's think about it a little bit. So right now we're clearing the farm as we start, but this way makes it so that we have to manually restart the loop every single time. And we don't want that. I want to automate this as much as possible. So inside the while loop, something should happen. So for iron range, so for every column, what we want to do is we want to make sure if it's grass, we harvest and then we plant a bush. Yeah. And this is gonna be okay. Else, I think, else we move north. So then, and then we move to the next tile. So if then it is a bush and it can be harvested, we harvest it, we till, we plant the carrot, and then when we get out of the loop, okay, I think I can do it this way. And then we move north. Move north. Yeah, because otherwise it's... Ah, yeah, this is the problem. Because this is an if-else... This is not an else-if statement that I'm doing here. So, elif. Elif. Okay, now this should unlock it, actually. No, actually, no. Because what I'm actually doing here is only move if none of these are true. So instead, I have to do this. Just at the end of everything, at the end of the entire logic, we move north and we break out of the loop. And then we move east, essentially. Let's see if that is true. We're moving north quite a bit. Ah, yeah, obviously I have to remove all of these little move north calls. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, it's back to working as intended. Well, it skips the first one. Uh-huh. 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 Great. Okay, now it's working. Working as I want it to work. The only problem is going to be when we harvest a carrot, we don't till. So we don't go back to the actual farm thing. And that is the thing that I want to change here. So I don't want to clear that. I have an idea. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Once we unlock the variables, I know what the fuck you're doing, but it's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's welcome to my stupid mind, I guess. And then If can harvest, okay. If get entity type, entity's carrot. Or no. Yeah. Or I believe. Oh no, I have to change layout. Does it have the or? Yeah, okay. That might work. Or get ground type is get ground type is equal to grounds.soil. Then if can harvest, we harvest. Else we till. Now it should work. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. How was that? I hate that it skips that first one, but... Uh-huh. Okay. Come back here. Uh-huh. Yes! Okay, great. Kind of works. There we go. And we got a fully automated farm right now. You can just add a till after the harvest. Yeah, I think I got stuck earlier. Because I was... because I paused it. So actually... I feel like there will be very, very few cases in which this doesn't work. So let's see. Clear the farm. And forgive me, but I really have to do this. So if can harvest, then harvest. Because honestly, for the love of God. Okay, what? All right, done. Okay, great. I mean, not that it changes much, because it's... Yeah, well, all right. That's okay. Still not the best. At least we save a cycle, so to speak. Okay. Great. And you know what? In the meantime, we've got 614 hay, 128 wood, and 52 carrots. I feel like we can unlock a few things. Variables. Finally. Variables can be thought of as named containers. Yeah, I know what a variable is. For iron range A, do a flip. Yeah, okay. The above loop is okay. Yeah, alright. I know what a variable is. Then functions. Absolutely. We need as many carrots as possible. Lists. Oh, okay. We can get a raise. PM plants. Plant P. And then move north. Oh, yeah, well, that would be 500 carrots. Though. Good lord. We can't unlock that. Print statement. Set speed. Oh, you can slow down. Make the farm smaller. Simulate. Test faster and under reproducible conditions. Oh, wow. All right. We have to find treasure as well. Upgrade speed. Yeah. That's a good idea. Oh, I hear the speed. It's much better now. And I can also expand the farm. I don't know if I want to expand the farm. But actually, got a loop that should work regardless. Look at that. Look at that. Look how fast we're going. Okay. Nice. Look at that. Ah, yes. That is so satisfying. Okay, then what else have we got here? We can expand the farm. I don't know if I want to do that. Need 50 carrots for that anyway. But now we've got variables, so... I think we can do a few things here with the variables. We can also import a file, you know, but like, do a new file. Right now we've got everything in main. At some point, once we have the functions, we can kind of decouple a little bit. Not decouple, but you know what I mean. It's mesmerizing to see this. It's really cool. Nice. That. It is it's a cool little game. I will say that. I really like it. And it's so smart. Like, I love that they made a game around coding like this And it's actually super hardcore, super advanced for like I don't expect a regular player to. Well, a regular player might get this, but it's it's a nice way to learn how to code and how to think about coding and solving problems. In a way, this is not the cleanest implementation. Don't get me wrong, but it works. It gives us results. So nobody cares about clean code. That's what they say. Right, so now that we've got variables, what do we want to do? Well, I have no idea, I'll be honest. I feel like, oh yeah, we can unlock trees. We can plant trees. What do trees give you? What are the plants to make them grow fast? Oh my god, okay. Alright. Yeah, this will get interesting. Senses. We've unlocked lists with 500 carrots. It will take a while. 40 carrots for the functions. Finally, we got functions. Use a def keyword to define a new function. Universal operator. We'll see scopes and about local and global variables. Okay, I think I know about that. Releasing built-in functions like harvest. We also define your own, which allows structuring your code in a modular way. Allows you to give a name to a block of code so you can call it from anywhere you want. Then we can define a function that moves the drone several times. Yeah. Def keyword signals this is a function definition. Right, yeah, I know that. I think I remember it from Python. You know the site default values that will be used if no arguments are passed. Oh yeah, okay, I can do that. Okay, good. Advanced function usage. Functions are values just like any other value, and the def statement just acts like an assignment statement. Assign this function to whatever name you give it. It allows doing things like this: def d, def d, def d, a flip, return d, f. Your f calls the function f, which defines and returns a new function d. The second then executes the recurrent function. Oh wow! All right, okay. Well, I'll close this one here for now. Right, so let's start working on a little function here. So I think we can then import into there. So harvest function. No, plant function. So def plant, and going to be entity maybe. And then what we want to do is, well, simply plant entity. No, actually, if can harvest. Oh no, wait, actually, there's already a plant function, so I don't want to change that. How do I call it? If I can call it, I don't think I can redefine the core functions of the game. So def plant entity. I don't know. I'll call it planting, or maybe plant entity. I'll plant crop, something like that. I'll call it plant crop. If can harvest, then we harvest. Otherwise, we plant the entity. So, oh yeah, and we actually get a crop that's a little bit more readable. There we go. So that means what we can do then is, I believe maybe we can import. I don't know if we can import plant function. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So then once we do that, we import a plant function at the beginning, and then we can use that. So maybe I'll do like best practice. There we go. Plant function, and from there we want to do this. So if entity. Oh, and now we've got variables. So what we can do is grass and call it entities.grass. It saves us a little bit of keystrokes. Bush, entities.bush, and then carrot is entities.carrot. That should work. And then what we want to do is, if entity type is grass, here is bush, then here is carrot. I won't do the same for the soil because for now don't really care. Then what we're going to do is very simply plant bush. And if this is a bush, we do, let me see if, let me see. If we could do like a nice little matchstick, we could do this whole thing actually. We could do very simple way like this. We move it here. Plant crop. Give it the crop name. Then we actually define these here. And then we kind of refactor things over here. So grass, bush, and then carrot. So once we do that, then what we can do is simply plant a bush. Here we till and we plant a carrot. Plant crops. And then we can do all of that. So what we'll do is very simply plant crops. Plant crops. I don't know if that's gonna take it. I think I might have to do plant function. Maybe I have to do plant function dot plant crops. Now maybe not. Maybe it will work just like that. I don't remember how Python works. I don't have an import. Okay. Fair enough. Where do I import? Here. 80 carrots. I have import. Putting all your code in a single file quickly becomes unmanageable. Import statements allow you to import functions and global variables from another file. How it works in one screenshot. Great. Beautiful. Oh, there's too much indentation here. Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. I'll do that. I think this is the same here. There's too much indentation. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, now we got the plant function. We're good. Plant crops has never been defined. Okay, so we have to do plant function. Dot. We will call this functions for now. I think that's gonna be all right for a little while. Functions. Then from functions, we want to call plant crops. Functions. Ah, great. Look at that. Look at how clean this is. Beautiful. So readable. We plant the crops. Just very simply calling from the functions file. That is so cool. I love this game. It's absolutely amazing. So what can we do now? Random. Ooh. Oh, but we need 1,000 pumpkins. Okay. Right. Fertilizer grows plants instantly. Oh, okay. Use item. Items of fertilizer. Yeah, but we kind of need it, I guess. Watering. Trees. Pumpkins. Well, the farm is getting quite big now, so let's expand. And we need the pumpkins to do that. Grass. Speed. Oh, we can increase the speed even more. Wow. Holy shit. I didn't realize the farm got this big. Look at that. That's so nice. Ah, we've got a really nice thing going on here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, well then, in that case, okay, I'm back. Hello, hello. I have refactored my code a little bit. You can see that now I have a functions file and I import from there. And the entire function that I had there is just refactored there and it's just in here. It just does that for every single column. Just using a function instead of just calling the things individually. And I was just thinking about the next step. So I've expanded, I've made things faster a little bit. I do want more carrots, but I'm gonna need more wood for that. So maybe unlock trees. I'm very curious about that. Trees are a better way to get wood than bushes. They give 5 wood each. Like bushes, they can be planted on grass or soil. Trees like to have some space, and planting them right next to each other will slow down their growth. The growing time is double for each tree that is on a tile directly to the north, east, west, or south of it. Okay, so if you plant trees on every tile, they will take 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, 16 times longer to grow. Holy crap, okay. Oh, no, I don't want any spoilers there. Okay. Well, that is obviously the next level. I'm just trying to get the trees to work. So, that's where maths comes in, and that's where I call in a night. So yeah, no, but like, in general, it was very fun to try out this game. I think I will keep doing it. I think half an hour. We can do half an hour of something else, and then we can end the stream. I've been streaming for a while now. I think it's, how long has it been? Yeah, about 3 hours now. I've done longer, but I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm feeling this at the moment. Yeah, it's mesmerizing to look at this stuff. It's really, really cool. Well, we can do that. While we have it, we can do it. And the pumpkins, so the problem with the carrots is that right now they're not yielding a lot. They have a way different approach to me. I do one thing, you do all of it at the same time. Yeah, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I suppose that's how I approach things, yeah. Because I have like maybe the big picture and I aim for that, but that kind of means that that I lose pieces along the way, I suppose. But yeah, it's very, very, very cool. Okay, so now let's pause a minute because I want to get the trees thing right, and then we can end this game. But like, trees. So the trees don't want anything directly to the north, south, and north, south, east, and west of them. So how can I check whether the adjacent? Anyway, the tile next to it has a tree that's been planted. That's the one thing that I need to check. I want to well, I want to plant maybe a tree every 3 tiles or so I can have a tree here so that I don't waste other tiles. So I can have a tree at the very beginning. And then I can leave it 2 tiles. No, I can leave it 2 tiles and then plant something else. 2 tiles, something else, 2 tiles. And go on. Every 2, yeah, every 2. And then here, though, the problem is I will have a tile next to it that has a tree. So I'm going to plant a tree. I'm going to plant trees basically next to each other unless I can find a way to do it in between. And I think I might need something like modular for that. Oh god damn it! I just didn't want to purchase another tree upgrade. Yeah, the modular operator. I knew I saw that. It returns the remainder of the division. Even numbers divided by 2 have a remainder of 0, and odd numbers divided by 2 have a remainder of 1. So we can check if a number is even like this. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I do have modular already. Yeah. So let me see if. So I need to get the odd tiles and the even tiles. 0, 2, 4. Okay, and then on x equals 1, then I get the odd tiles. So 1, 3, 5, and so on. So if x is odd, then I want to behave in a certain way. If y is odd, I want to behave in a certain way. If y is even, I want to behave in another way. So you might have to rethink the planting, the plant crops function, but we can open it up over here. And I feel like I need another function for this because I need to really separate what the hell I'm doing here. Whatever the hell I'm doing here. So def plant trees. And I want to do this only once. So def is odd. If is y odd. If get position y where's the percentage? Modulo 2 equals 0. Then return true. Else return false. No wait, odd, even. No, it's the opposite. Is y even? So if the remainder is 0, return true, else return false. So if is y even equals true, then what we want to do is okay. If get position y, get position x equals 0, then what we want to do is plant entities dot tree. And thinking about it, maybe I didn't need all of this refactoring here because I'm not going to rewrite them that much, but I'll do that. I'll plant a tree. Now, this could get very, very stupid. Okay, if is y even... Oh, okay. Wait. I've got a better idea potentially. Is position even? Position. If position divide modulo 2 is 0. Okay. So what I could do here is, if is position even, get position y. I don't know if you're following me. But if I pass the y value to the even position here to check it, and I check whether y is even, then I keep going. If is position even, get position x. So now we check if x is even, so I don't have to do something stupid. And then what we do is, yeah, we plant. Okay, we plant the tree. Else, if maybe, if all of this stuff is actually false, which means we are in an odd column, then what we want to do is we only want to plant a tree if the position is not, if the x position is not even. It's a bit twisted as a reasoning, but I think this is gonna work. I think this might work, and maybe I'm overcomplicating things. It could be much easier if I use modulo in a smarter way, but it's kind of like that. I think it can work. And now, then what we want to do, okay, so we want to, for every tile, we want to check the the functions.plant trees. But then we have to refactor this, because what we want to do is, if get entity type is not equal to tree, then we run all this, because we don't want to overwrite the tree. Let's see how that works. I think I may have broken 700 different things here, but if we're good, if we were good, then we might be all right. First try, guys. First try. It's working. What can I say? It's working first try. We got trees in the perfect positions. And we're harvesting as well. Now, we're not harvesting all the trees. So what we could do is... I think... Okay, so what we could do is maybe... farm 1,000 wood. Oh, wow. Okay. That's... Wow. All right. We were able to farm quite a bit. So, well, that it kind of worked. Now we just have to harvest all of the trees when they grow. Which means basically doing a full sweep. So, this is X0 and Y0. So if at any point, after we do all this, if get position, if get position, can I get the actual position without having to get both of them? Probably not. Get position X. Well, you know what? I could just do a function for that. Who cares? No way, but this doesn't have vectors, does it? I need a list for that. So maybe I'll do it later, but for now, if get position X equals 0 and get position Y equals, damn it, get position Y equals 0. Then, so if we are at the origin point, what we want to do is do a full sweep for I in range, get world size. If can harvest, then we harvest. But yeah, and then we move by 1. We move east by 1. So we do a full sweep at the end of this whole thing, and that means we should have a fully automated little farm here. Let's see if that is the case. Oh, a colon is expected. End. We plant. Oh, that didn't quite work, and I think I know why. Because we need another loop. We need a nested loop. Holy crap. So for every column and every row, so for I in range. But like, how do I get the world size in X's? The current size of the farm returns the side length of the grid in the north to south direction. In the north to south. So let me see. Built-in functions, get world size, get ground type. Well, it's a square though, isn't it? It always grows like a square. So for I in range, get world size as well, I guess. It's a square, that should do. Then if can harvest, then harvest and then move east. A nested for loop, that makes a lot of sense, to be fair. Okay, let's see what happens when once we get back to 0 0. Yeah. Okay, it's kind of working. But we're just moving east. Look at that, though. We need to do a full sweep of the farm. And harvest everything we have. I mean, I feel like I'm almost there. So for I range, okay, every time... This is for a full column, so this is what happens for a full column. Yeah, see, this is what happens for a full column. So if can harvest, move east and such. Until... Okay, and then move east. But if I mean, I don't think that is the cleanest way to do. But if get position.x is equals to get world size, then we move north. At some point we will have to break, but let's see what happens. We're going back to the position there. Okay. I think it's more like get word size -1, I guess. Oh, yeah, well, obviously, because it does it, but it's not moving north. So, wait. Get position is equals to get word size. Ah, yeah, no, alright. Is equals to... In this case, we hard code it, but like, let's put it... If it's 5, then... Move north, move east. This way we kind of reset this cycle. Let's see. This game is so cool, and I love that the tree thing. I managed to do it first try. Like, I would have never thought I would be able to do that first try. Okay, it's kind of working. You can't harvest that yet. Wait, this is 5. This is 4. Okay, well, it kind of works, but why is it not harvesting on the last one? Ah, yeah, because it checks. It's then if can. This is some bunches. This is a big bunch of spaghetti code, but I'm just working it out. If you can harvest, then you move north and east. Let's see. But this would mean that we have a very, very good automated farm here, if that's the case. You can't harvest that yet. You can do that. Yes, okay. Woo! Alright, we have it. I don't know why he did that. It would be useful to slow down now. Look at that. All the harvesting of the entire farm. Ah, that's so satisfying. Look at that. So beautiful. This way we're not getting any carrots, because it doesn't have a chance to plant the carrots. Okay. Very, very cool. Very, 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 very cool. Okay, well, I mean, I think I've reached a very interesting and nice point to close it for today with this game. It's insane. I love it. I think it's just amazing, and the kind of work that they did here. If I can, I will get these people to be on the podcast, because it is absolutely insane, the kind of stuff that they were able to achieve here. Really, really impressed. Oh, we got plenty of that. Here's the yield of grass. Yeah, sure. Why not? Right. Okay. Well, this was a very, very... Oh, let's save and then let's quit. This was a very, very cool little game. I was expecting it to be cool and to be something that I would enjoy, but not quite as much. I think I enjoyed it way more than I thought. Really, really clever. Really well done. So, I think... Well, I don't think there's a lot of time to do anything else. So what I'm going to do is... What I'm going to do is very simply... Oh, I've just... a quick score. If you're in chat, I've just seen YouTube is deleting like 4 out of 5 of my messages in stream chat. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. There are like no alternatives. Yeah. PeerTube, okay. Okay. I think there's something about the new photo mode. Yeah, I will check all of the things that you sent in the Discord, my friends. But yeah, so thank you so very much for keeping me company, Traveler people. If you're still here, I love to have another coder in chat. I will do a lot more coding, and honestly, I will do. I'm planning to do like the 20 games challenge, not because I feel like I need to learn the basics, but I think it's going to be an interesting one. I've done about 7 games with jams, so not big games. I'm not a huge game developer, but I'm learning a lot with those. But I feel like it's a good time to do that interesting challenge. So I might stream it over time. We'll see where we get with that. But yeah, I think it's a bit late to do anything else. And in any case, we started very early today with the KRISTALA developers and such. This was an absolute pleasure. Thank you guys so much. And let me just switch to the scene over here. I really enjoyed this little game. I think I might play it a little bit more, even on my own. You know, it could be an interesting way to try and think about programming and solving problems by seeing the result of right there, right away. It's so clever and also so addicting because it's about automation, and obviously it gets from those games like Satisfactory and such. But yeah, Traveler people, if you're still in chat, do you have similar games that you may know that you might want to recommend? Because I'm a sucker for these things. I love Satisfactory. I love this. I loved this, and I just played it 80 minutes. Just love any, and no Factorio, obviously. I haven't played Factorio. I know it would be dangerous to do so because I might get so hooked that that I might never see the light of day again. So yeah. It sounds like you might have gone. It's all right. Okay, well, thank you so much, guys. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you for those who are still here after watching the KRISTALA dev commentary. It was a lovely stream. That one had a ton of fun. And I will see you guys again on Saturday with... I was thinking to stream this game, but I think what I will do on Saturday instead is most likely rate some jam games from the Bracky's Game Jam, which I did last week. So I will rate some games from the jam so I can get some more votes and such, and... then we'll see from there, because the game is doing pretty well. It's got like 21 ratings, and a lot of people have positive comments, have left positive comments. There are a few things that maybe can be adjusted, and I knew that already, but it sounds like it's a game that people actually enjoyed and they actually liked. So yeah, but I'll speak to you guys next time. It was a pleasure to stream for you and be back. I had so much fun, and yeah, I will see you on Saturday. Bye. Bye.